sometimes I hear your name. Sometimes I hear your name. It reminds me of the pain. Well, I guess you picked me right, 'cause I am a foolish man. But at least I understand. But at least I understand. And I've learned to live with it. Like grains of sand, lying helpless on a beach. But the ones you need so bad, the ones you need so bad, are the ones you cannot reach.
Morning, everybody. How you doing? Blue, Minnie, Gray. I don't think I've seen anybody else yet. How you guys all doing? Let me just a little bit more here and I'll be done. All right, now we should be all set. You personally, Fifth Amendment, huh? I think we all have to do that once in a while, Minnie. Nothing wrong with that. I had a pretty decent weekend. I got to spend it with my granddaughter. Been a while since I've seen her, so that was nice. Hence why I haven't been on. Does anybody else have anything new and interesting happening? I know Minnie's always got something interesting going on.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Dan?
Good man. I thought I'd pop in and say a quick hi before I head off and get some sleep.
Some sleep? What the hell?
I saw you went live, so I thought I'd just quickly pop in and say hey.
How you doing, Minnie?
Hi, Sheriff.
How you been, bud?
Good. Better than I deserve. How you doing?
About the same. Better than I deserve usually. That's all right. I'll take it.
Yeah, this is my first time joining through Restream. Another app.
Yeah, it's a little different.
May as well give up my information to the Chinese or the whoever.
Well, that's got nothing to do with Restream. That's TikTok.
Yeah, it's TikTok.
Are you a TikTok twerker there, Minnie?
Yeah, I don't know.
No twerking videos on there for you? Come on, guy. I figured you'd be right into that.
I never joined Tik. Come on, Sheriff. Don't antagonize me. Slow down.
Well, there's some cuties on there to watch.
So, them days are over for me, man. I'm good. I have my cuties. I'm good.
There you go.
No, I never had to join TikTok. And then I found out about the whole, like they're the only one that does that. Look, whenever I got on my brother-in-law's earlier today, we about hockey. motorcycle race, whatever. Making bacon or something and ham and pork and beans. And I come home and guess what pops up on my algorithms? Pork and beans,
Yep.
hockey. Yeah. So Big Brother's listed, and I'm over it. I don't care no more. I think it's funny. All these poor kids got to live with this shit.
Yeah, you're
Well,
right.
and the thing is they don't realize what they're doing now is going to affect them way in the future.
No, they got no clue.
You know, I mean,
Look,
what
I was from the Beatles. I had the Beatles on a real. Sorry to interrupt. The Beatles on a real tape in the 70s, and now there's phones. I have a phone in my hand. I mean, I had a Schwinn bicycle. I'm fucking worried about having air in my tires, and now we're sending rockets to every planet and landing them on unmanned barges. And then the people make so much money, they buy Twitter, and now they're all causing havoc all over the world over Twitter. What the fuck's going on? Woo.
Exactly.
Like, I follow Twitter. No, I don't have a Twitter account. I don't understand. I don't want to. He buys it now tonight. I guess he's ready to resign. I bet you the stocks are dropping for Tesla. Dropping like a fucking Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. I mean, I think a lot of that's got to do with personal threats, to tell you the truth. And if that's the case, that's pretty fucking sad.
Yep.
And it wouldn't shock me one bit in the least.
You know what I hate to see is what bothers me is I have no idea what's going through the minds of these kind of people that make these decisions. But Elon Musk, to me, I don't care about the cars. Electric cars really don't impress me.
No, me either.
But that's a whole other subject. But what really gets me is being able to, like, back to reusing rockets and that kind of shit. I come from the Apollo, man. I come from fucking Apollo 11, 10, 9, 8, the whole deal, man.
Right.
Fucking Rockwell motors in the bottom, Atlas motors in the bottom of them motherfuckers. And now he's landing them out, like I said, on barges. It just blows my fucking mind, man. As a young kid, seeing the moon landing, my mother making me watch the moon landing. Little Minnie, come here and watch this. To fucking a dude landing them and reusing them. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking impressed. Woo.
Well, shit changes, you know.
Definitely.
What seems amazing today will be mundane tomorrow.
Exactly, Robert. Exactly.
Guaranteed.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I guess that's what I'm
And you never can tell what the hell that's going to be. You know.
No. Just in my lifetime, Robert. Just in my lifetime. If I could go back to my childhood and go, that I would see the shit that I'm seeing now? Jesus Christ. Really? No. Oh, no.
Well, come on, dude. We come
I
back
would have
from
a
the days
little.
when
I
Spawn was
would have a
amazing.
little. I would have a little flat fucking thing like Star Trek shit, man. Come on. It answers every question I got. It helps me fix condenser units, car units, water pumps, fucking bilge pumps. I've fixed so many things. Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah,
Wait.
said,
Don't get me wrong. I'm not an expert, man, but you know, a guy that give me a 1/2-inch wrench, a 9mm, 12mm, an 8 in a socket, and man, I'll fix anything in the world. Woo.
Yeah. But like I said,
Except
we come back from the age when Pong was impressive.
Except for the CERN Super Collider. Oh my God. What in the atom smashing? Jesus Christ. It's above my pay. I shouldn't even talk about it. I shouldn't have brought it up, but it blows my mind.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty full.
You want to do atom smashing, Minnie?
I just need I need a God particle, like an ounce of God particle, so I can rule the world. and make sure that I get Piece of Change blasting from every temple from here to fucking Mumbai, man, blasting some good piece of shit, Sean Lennon. You know, can't we all get along? Allah Akbar.
We'll give him.
No doubt.
God party. Jesus Christ. God.
What have you been up to today?
What's that,
Oh,
boss?
not a whole fucking lot. I had my granddaughter all weekend, so I kind of stayed offline and, well, I shouldn't say
Nice.
stayed offline, watched movies with her and
Yep.
took her out to eat, things like that, you know, things that Grandpa
That's cool.
does.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be pretty tied up for the next week because my mother's just arrived in country, so she'll be back in town in a couple of days. And so the big family gathering thing and organising thing happens as of tomorrow, so I'll still be popping in from time to time on YouTube, but not a hell of a lot over the next week.
Busy time of life for a lot of people.
Yep.
Respectfully, have we talked before?
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so, Vinny.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Okay.
from New Zealand.
Okay.
No, I don't think you've ever talked to Dan before there, Vinny. Big,
What was his channel name before?
pardon?
Did he have a channel before this?
Nope, I don't have a channel. Well, we all
Okay.
have a channel, but I don't have any lives or any videos.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I just hang around and have good conversations with great people.
Nice, nice.
Hopefully.
How you doing, Zig? Good to see you, buddy.
Well, my name's Minnie, and sometimes I can be a little, I don't know what I am.
Minnie's pretty outspoken sometimes.
Oh, good. Nothing wrong with that. I think we can all be that way.
That's
I don't
why I
mean
like
to
it.
be, man. I try to get along. Plus, over here, there's rules. There's what's that big word? I don't know how to spell decorum. There's decorum over here.
What the fuck's that?
Oh, no, man. But if I get out of here, you know, just I know how Sheriff Robert is, man. I'll be banned. You're banned.
Hey, Zig. Zig.
Uh-oh. Here comes.
Uh-oh.
How you doing, Zig?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, form bomb.
Nah, Zig just don't know how to talk. His mic's ain't got his mic on the right one.
Yep, he's just got to get the mic sorted.
Okay, I got this, man. Listen, why did this pop up in an algorithm? Like, there is no way that I could ever afford. I hate to admit it, but I could never afford a goddamn Lamborghini Hurricane, right? But this goddamn Hurricane pops up on my algorithm, and it's a rally sport. It's this new limited edition Hurricane that got rally lights on the front of it, and for fender flare, it actually has fender flares. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. This thing got fender flares, so the paint can't get chipped. This thing, and it got higher suspension and all-weather tires. This thing, it's the closest that I could come to getting one that I could actually pull into my driveway. Because my driveway, how the fuck am I going to get a Lamborghini when my driveway needs probably $1 million worth of work? How the
Hey, Jamie.
How you doing, Zig?
Hey, Fries.
I'm sorry,
Oh my
fellas.
It's all right. Are you there, Zig?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh,
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm back to being extra sexy on the microphone. How are you all?
Well, that's really good.
Yeah, good, man.
Extra sexy on the microphone. Okay. I do it two with fries. Jamie's Madhouse. How you guys doing?
Hey, Robert, it's exciting times. It's really exciting news. What's happening right now is that the sun is setting.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me that your finger slipped through the toilet paper.
Oh no, that was earlier.
About 5 minutes earlier.
That's why Catholics use 3-ply to save themselves on time. Otherwise, I got to go to confession.
Love it. Well done. Well done.
Here we go with the Australian humor. I love it.
I don't think it's just Australian there, Minnie.
And how the hell are you, Minnie? What's going on?
Most Americans don't get it, man.
Good shit, man. Good.
Whereabouts are you based, Steve?
West Coast, Australia.
West Coast. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm on the East Coast, New Zealand.
Are you?
North
Yeah, you
Island.
can just you're so far. You might as well go to Fiji. You're that far away.
Screw you.
Oh, wait a minute. No sheep in Fiji. That's right.
No, we need those sheep, mate. We need those sheep. Got to practice on something.
Yeah, good
The
time.
sheep need training, man. They need training.
Yeah, the only rams only get put in the paddock once a year.
Man, I feel left out. Nobody asked me where I'm from.
Where are you from?
Now, Cheyenne Mountain.
Minnie comes from the Big Rock Candy Mountain.
Oh, okay. The one with all the
NORAD.
weird signals come. The
NORAD.
one with all the weird signals coming out of it, right?
NORAD.
Yeah.
How you doing, Daniel Berry?
Oh, I know. I ain't funny, man. I'm old, and, but no, I'm from Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Over in the
Tom
foothills,
Lee,
of the mountains, hillbilly, fucking hillbilly. Woo.
If you're
Oh,
from
you got friends from
Pennsylvania,
here?
I hear you go the whoo, but I don't hear you do the come on. Every other person named from Pennsylvania goes come on.
No, we don't do the come on. We go downtown here to pound.
I had this buddy years ago. He nicknamed himself Skid, and we're on playing silly buggers on the computer, shooting people. And let's get this objective. Come on,
Well,
come on.
one thing I do have, Zig, is see, Ric Flair got mine off of me, man. It's styling, profiling, limo riding, jet setting, Rolex wearing, womanizing. Woo, Minnie. Where's my
you
boy
taught
Zilla,
them, huh?
man? Zilla, where's Zilla at?
All right, one
Hey,
sec,
Zig,
guys. I grabbed me a cup of
Zig.
coffee.
Zig, I know I'll bore you guys to death with car talk because I know nothing about it compared to you guys, but I have changed a car since we talked. So my son had a that Honda VTEC or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and we had to sell it and get rid of it, right? So right before we took it up to the highway, we were taking, like we do every day to his job. There's one section of the highway straight and it's safe, and like I wouldn't put a danger. I gotta watch what I say. My lawyer's kicking me in the shins right now, telling me shut the fuck up. But me and my son jumped on the highway, and he's like, "Dad, we gotta get rid of this car tomorrow." I'm like, "You know what? I guess it's time, son. Put your fucking seatbelt on. Let's see what this little motherfucker goes." And I kicked it in, and that little VTEC, man, that thing screamed. You could hear it humming, rah, 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 right? So it was pretty good, man. Bad on gas, though. Bad on gas.
Right.
So now I got I just bought a car for transportation. It's like a 2010 Honda Civic or whatever the fuck, Accord, little teeny 5. I have a manual car again, for the first time since I was a teenager. Yeah, a little 5-speed, little motor, not special.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's reliable. That fucker starts every morning. The clutch
Yeah.
is strong. It's just tight. I'm impressed. And I didn't even open the hood. But it's the first car I ever bought. Never checked the oil. First time. But the hood's so small. Like there's no front end. You know when I'm driving, it's weird. Like there's no front end. The hood's like 2x2. I don't even know what the fuck's in there. Middle, little hard to fix it. Just kidding. I'm just sorry. A little got a little ran, a little crazy.
It's all good.
I'll never be able to afford a Hurricane or a Ferrari, man. You guys drive Ferraris? You guys do that?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm just waiting for Robert to keep the bucket, and I'm taking his truck.
What's the fastest, nicest car you ever drove? Say?
Oh, Aussie-made car. There's a mate of mine had a VE HSV GTS with a supercharger on it. That was pretty nice.
Those are nice.
Other than that, oh no, if you go classic cars, I've driven a Lotus Esprit V8 Turbo. That was pretty cool, but nowhere near as powerful as the HSV. Cool though.
I'm a rookie. The only nicest car I ever drove was my mother's 1984 Audi Quattro.
Yeah, right.
With the blank punk.
Yeah, yeah, but they're cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Especially when your mother says, "Listen, Minnie, this is what you're not allowed to do."
Then you're gonna do it.
I'm telling
Old
you,
reverse psychology.
Look, boys, I'm a hillbilly, man. That's the closest I ever come to fame was driving an 84 Audi. Sunroof, blank punk stereo, that suspension, going down these country roads. Man, it grabbed the things. I can't imagine how much more technology is into these cars nowadays. I can't imagine.
Mm.
Echo.
Yeah, I just stopped there.
Sounds like a house full there, Zeke.
Yeah. Playing some
Yeah.
silly buggers on the computer. Playing some silly buggers on the computer over the yeah.
Oh, good on them.
How's the addition working out for you?
Yeah, it's cooking now. There's food being made, so it must be going alright. I'm thinking of doing something stupid. I'm thinking of selling my BMW because it's gone up in price of it's gone up in value of about 12 grand. And I'm selling my four-wheel drive, and I might go buy in America, Robert. They'd be called an Infinity G something, whereas here they're a Nissan Patrol. Yeah, the V8 ones. Yeah, so I was thinking of doing that.
What the fuck?
Alternatively, I'm thinking of selling my BMW and buying this old one for 6 or 7 grand less. It's heaps nicer looking.
Well, there you go.
But
that would be considered an upgrade.
And if it never breaks on it, I'll never find parts.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, thanks for having me up, Sheriff. Respectfully, I gotta go back down to the chat where I belong. You guys are talking way above my pay scale. Like I'm thinking about buying a bicycle with like a weed whacker motor in it. Shit. You guys
but Minnie, we're only talking about it to make you feel bad.
No, it's cool, man. I thanks for putting up with me, man. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I know
always.
No, I know when it's time to step down, man. I gotta look good 2-stroke motors and mix some gas and shit. I'll talk to you guys later, man. Rock on. Happy holidays, all right?
Happy holidays.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
All right.
How you doing, Uwe? Rick, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Rick Nielsen. How you going, mate? Uwe, hey. Who else we got here? Jamie's. Daniel. Number 2 with fries.
Number 2 was Rise. UE.
There's a car here just like my one, Robert, except the V8 one. And they want 18 grand. If I sell mine for about 16, I'll just go buy it. What do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean, if it's in better shape, but are you gonna have troubles with getting stuff or what?
Nah, it's pretty prolific, this model.
I don't think I'd get rid of my truck though. Fuck that. I'd never get rid
Yeah,
of
no,
it.
I'm only if I get rid of my four-wheel drive, my SUV, I'll only get rid of that if I buy another one.
Hey, Rick,
A
how
better
you
one.
going?
So at the moment, I've got that LSV8 in it. I told you about before.
Yeah.
And if if anything I'd go to is Nissan. Got a 5.6 litre V8 with way more power because it's got overhead cams and variable timing and all that shit. So per cubic inch, they're putting out way more power than the LS does. But the LS is, well, they're just reliable, so I don't know.
Well, that's the thing.
I figured if I build them, like, they're a little bit thirsty, but who cares? Because all-wheel drives are. Like,
Yeah,
I've got a friend that's got a Toyota. I got a friend that's got a Toyota with the 4.8 litre V8 in it, diesel, and my maximum fuel consumption is his minimum fuel consumption. So I use a maximum of around 18 to 19 litres per 100, which I can't remember what that is miles per gallon. But he uses a minimum of 18 litres per 100. How do you work that out from diesel to petrol? So cars weigh relatively the same.
Huh. I'd have to do some math and figure that out.
I'm trying to work it out already.
And it also depends on the quality of gas too. I mean,
Yes.
the quality of gas in Europe's way higher than it is over here. That's for sure. But I mean, like with my diesel, as long as you keep your foot out of it, you can get 20 miles a gallon, which would be
So his best mileage is about 13.07 miles per gallon.
Pardon?
His best economy is about 18 litres to 100 is 13.07 miles per gallon.
Oh Jesus! I ain't with a
And
damn.
my best is around, well, depending on if it's good gasoline, mine's about 17.4 miles per gallon.
Yeah, which is a bit more reasonable. That's more what I'd expect.
But my average is around, let's have a look, about 15 miles per gallon, 15 and a half.
Yeah, my diesel average is about 16, 17 if I'm towing shit.
Well, his diesel's doing like 22, 23 litres to 100, which is 10.2 miles to the gallon if he's towing.
Jesus, what the hell is he doing wrong?
Holy shit.
It's just the way it is. Toyota Land Cruiser, man.
Another bloody great story out of Germany, huh, Julie?
Get an 850, get a Grand Tourer, you reckon? Uwe, I could have bought an 850 CI or whatever the lightweight one is with a V12. I could have bought that 2003-ish. I could have bought one for 9 grand in pretty much perfect condition. Now you won't see one for under 70 here in Australia.
Wow.
I do like an 8 Series, a sexy car, but yeah, no. Expensive very quickly. Like, here you go. You will get one cheaper. 12-cylinder 5. Oh, but it's 130,000 Ks. 49,000 for a white one. Next cheapest one's $68,000.
Well, that's pocket change for you, ain't it, Zig?
Not for a car, man. For a house, maybe. Wasting that shit on a car. I do like these, though. These are pretty sexy. They do a 4-litre V8 one, too, which is probably a bit more reasonable. But they're a nicer car. Why do you German bastards have to make everything so expensive, Uwe?
Because they're designed to
Fucking
break.
They're all still salty as shit from fucking World War II. It's in the past, Uwe. Live in the now. Give me a cheap car.
It's in the past. Let it go.
Oh, the Poms are no better. Jags and Rolls Royces and Aston Martins all cost a fortune.
Oh, fuck you.
You know, I wouldn't mind being able to pick up like a Rolls Royce body somewhere and drop
put
a
it
big
just-
fucking V8 in that bitch.
Yeah, in America it's even easier because you go down the junkyard and find yourself a nice LQ9 or something and put in there. Just a big truck V8 that just thumps over. Piece of piss. Haven't got all that crap laying around over here. Wish we did.
Imagine that, Uwe.
Yeah.
I should make a trip over there, Robert. I should come over there and get a couple of shipping containers. You can cart me around a heap of junkyards and we'll pick up a heap of shitty old truck 5.3s and Ford 6-litre V8s that nobody wants and all that shit and chuck them in the shipping container. And
You'd want to do that down south.
dickheads over. Oh yeah, rust up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know, well the iron. Well, can't go iron block. Then get the aluminium motors to be right up there though.
Yeah.
And bring them back to Australia, and all the idiots pay a fortune for it.
There
Oh,
was
yeah,
a,
fuck you.
There was a junkyard when I was in the Army down in Georgia. They'd have what they call $50 day. Anything you could carry out by hand for $50. So,
Man, I'd happily deal with a week worth of bloody rest on me back if I could get out of there with a couple of freaking small blocks and some other shit.
yeah, no shit.
Even just the LS blocks here now, because there's so many heads lying around because people have buggered up the blocks. Just an LS block now on its own is about $1,800.
Wow.
You could walk out with 3 of those if you could carry one on your head and one in each hand, because they're not that heavy.
You might have to jump back out and jump back in, Uwe.
We used to have a joint here called Pick Apart. And you go in and literally pick apart a car and take what you wanted. And problem is everyone went and picked apart everything they wanted into their pockets and paid for like a spark plug on their way out.
Yeah.
That's the end of that joint.
Yep.
I got a
tell
sneaky
you what.
suspicion it was all the Kiwis doing it.
Yeah, it wouldn't bloody surprise me.
You still don't have an
Hopefully it won't.
avatar there, Uwe.
You can tell when two countries are fought side by side because you can take the living piss out of each other and nobody gets upset.
No, because we'll bleed together, that's why.
Still no dice, Uwe. I should shut this down and restart our fucking StreamYards. People don't have any problems.
Well, stop breaking it when you start it.
No, it's just it's for some reason it just doesn't play nice with a lot of shit.
Yeah, it can have trouble with certain phones and fucking.
Yep.
If your connection's not great on the other end, you can.
Yeah, if you have problems with connection, it doesn't work with a fuck.
Sounds like an arsehole.
Yep.
I've got to stop teasing myself with these cars. It's just gonna end up emptying the bank account.
I'm like that with freaking instruments. I better stop looking at these fucking guitars before I buy one.
Yeah, no, I'm the same, man. I've got a wall of them here too. I want to buy a new bass, but I can't bring myself to spend $5,000 on it.
What was it? What did you want to buy?
Mayonnaise Viking 5.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. But no, I can't. I don't want to hurt myself that much. I should just take my other 6 in and get them all tuned up again. I can't be arsed doing it myself. Get it all fret leveled and all the bullshit. I've thought about it. Robert keeps trying to encourage me to do it myself. It's doable. I just can't be bothered.
I got an ES335 and copy. It needs a better setup. I could do it myself, but it's a fucking shitload of fidgeting around just to get the fucking shit right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I've done enough of them. I just sit here if I'm reading the news or something and throw it up on the table, and that's how I'll do it.
I seem to have lost my ability to do that. Like I was meant to do a heap of reloading. I've got shitloads of 223 and 270 to reload, and I haven't done it just because I've lost my ability to just sit at the table and do nothing like that all for like a day.
I could do it, but fucking, I should just fucking do it.
Yeah,
Just been
that's not
lazy.
the worst thing in the world. It's just just can't get the motivation. I'll get motivated over summer for reloading because Foxy Loxy shooting time's coming very soon. All the crops are nearly knocked off here.
Not true.
Go out and start putting bullets into little red foxes.
Good bit of fun.
Robert's going to win Lotto and come over and do it. Go do it with me.
Oh fuck! I wish. Tell you what,
You'd
that,
love it.
the one person that won that $1 billion fucking dollars, man. Can you imagine? Holy fuck!
Imagine the tax if it's in the United States. 'cause you
No,
guys
man,
get
it
taxed
was
on-
like 2.3 billion after tax. They end up with one like 1.45 billion.
What do you do with that much money? I mean, I know what I do with it, but like, what's the average Joe that would know? The average
Well,
person's pretty
I'd have
binary
to
with their
take, I'd
life.
take $1 million right off the bat and just go fuck it off. You'd have to. You know?
Buy- I think I'd walk into like a Lamborghini dealership, buy the most expensive one, and just curb ride it out of the car yard just to shit them off. Go to,
No, I
go to
didn't-
like a muscle car dealership and buy a rare old Mustang and just sit on the brake and the throttle at the same time, and just blow the back tires of it inside the showroom.
Oh, I'd have a hard time doing that.
I wouldn't. Ford piece of shit.
Oh, I like Mustangs.
They're okay, I guess.
I like Mustangs.
It'd be hard pressed to get me to do that to a vintage Corvette. I wouldn't hurt that.
Oh, fuck it. Corvette ain't nothing but a goddamn go-kart with a big fucking engine in it.
That's why they're good. That's why they're good.
Shit.
Go kart with a big fucking engine. That's actually a perfect description.
That's when you buy a friggin' you buy an old Corvette. It's big heavy motor and everything. And you rip it out. You put one of those new crate motors from GM in there. Those 672 cubic inch things.
Yeah, there you
Now you
go.
got a really big motor in a go kart.
Fucking be shitting yourself sideways.
Well, that's the problem. They're a big fucking go-kart. I mean, I went down to Dallas, Texas, and a buddy of mine's a surgeon down there. And he let me use his fucking Corvette when I was down there. And I drove that bitch one day. And I handed the keys back to him and said, I'll take the truck. You can drive that fucking thing. Jesus, talk about I didn't have no fucking kidneys left. I mean, it go like a bat out of hell, but it just, fuck that. I want some comfort.
When they in Australia before they we had a muscle car in the 60s and 70s called the Monaro, which is sort of like our version of a Camaro,
Yeah, it's
Two-door.
fucking nice car.
and they're pretty decent for what they were. They were just basically a GM car. They either came out with a 308, a 253, or a American GM 327. But they revamped them in the late 90s. And the first thing they did to revamp them was they made a what they called a HSV GDO coupe, which was like hang on a second, which was like a two-door version of the Commodore, but they changed all the ratios of the height of the thing and the door widths and everything else. And then they decided to remake the actual Monaro, so they just took the Holden chassis, the Commodore chassis, and then made two-door thing out of it again. So basically, it was just basically a budget Corvette at the end of the day. And a bloke I know stuck a LS7 with a massive Harrop supercharger pushing 12 pound into one, and there wasn't a single way you could drive that in a straight line. It's just impossible. I got in it with him once, and he's like, "Oh, we'll go for a squid in here." Just in the car park, because the mini spool diff and stuff. It's like sideways, it's like just skipping over and shit. You get it on the road and give it any sort of throttle, and it just spun out sideways. It's like, this thing's just stupid. But it sounded awesome, and it shook the crap out of you when you sat in it.
Yeah, there's a point when it becomes just a little bit too much.
Yeah, I reckon, honestly, like all these car companies now are obsessed with stupid horsepower, and of course, to manage it, like BMW and Mercedes, and everyone, they put in big, strong autos that are completely computer controlled.
Yep.
And the only way to keep the car in a straight line at full throttle is all this computer. There's no other way to do it. If you had that much horsepower and just you, somebody's front fence is getting driven through. Like, there's no way you can manage it.
I had a 79 Gia with a 351 Cleveland in it. It was knocked up pretty good. And I let my mother drive it. And it's a 4-speed, and she kept dumping the clutch and stalling it, I told her, I said, just give it a little bit of gas. Well, she shot out of the gas station right straight across the street into the bank front yard. I says, well, that's about enough of that. No. I think I'll be driving from now on.
Yeah, I busted his ass when we were young. I don't know, around the same year, 2002, 2003. He busted his ass. He desperately wanted a VN Commodore SS Peterbrock Special. He had to have this thing. So he busted his ass at his job, and he stuffed about for ages till he finally could get a loan to buy it. He still didn't save all the money. He got a loan to get this, one of 200 only made cars. He grabs this thing and he's flying around, and at that time I think they had the Chevy 304 engine in them, and he's flying around, and he decides to show off at the train tracks. So he tramps it to go at the tracks, but of course railway lines are really slippery, yeah. So it stokes up on the railway line, but then of course with them being on an angle to the road, one side was slipping still with a limited slip diff, and the other side gripped. So it torque steered the shit out of him straight into someone's white picket fence, and he took out like the whole picket fence. Then he shit himself and reversed straight into one of those crash barriers in between the roads. And then he took off forward again and went through someone's garage door. He completely wrote the car off. And I remember going through there, like, everyone that was with him was keeping it super quiet because how embarrassing. And I remember I was with his brother and we were going somewhere, and we had to drive through this area, and it's just smashed crap everywhere, and I'm in a VS Commodore at the time. And I'm like, what the hell's happened here? And he goes, oh, well, you should see Steve's car. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've seen it. Thinking he means, like, you should see Steve's car. It's pretty cool. And I'm like, he's like, no, you should see Steve's car. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, first it was the picket fence, then it was the crash barrier, and then it was that garage door over there. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah. But I reckon honestly for a street car, 400 horsepower is shitloads. You don't need any more than that. 400 horsepower is tons. There's tons to have fun. You can rev out, you can get on the limiter, you can be a bit of a cowboy, and you're not gonna go careering into a tree or something.
I want at least 800.
At least 800.
I'm used to shit like that. I want at least 800.
I should clarify. If I had a big truck like yours, like if I had a Chevy 2500 or a Dodge 2500, I'd want 600 to 800 horsepower and about 1200 foot-pound of torque or something.
Yep.
But in a car like an E30 BMW or a Holden Tirana or something, 400 horsepower is plenty.
Nah.
The tissue box with a motor in it.
A tissue box.
Well, most vehicles are nowadays.
Well, these are old ones I'm talking about, like 80s and 70s. Just there's nothing to them, super light. I don't know what the. Hang on, there was a GM car made that looked like a Tirana. Which one it is?
Fuck.
Look like a what?
Tirana.
A Torino?
Tirana.
A Tirana? I'm not sure. I don't know what the hell that is. How do you spell that?
Hang on, I'm trying to. Oh, Chevy Vega. There you go.
Oh, Vega?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So little Chevy Vega, I'm assuming is the small car, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we used to put a big 3.3 litre straight six in it with triple carbies on it. And they used to go like a shower of shit. And then later on, idiots put 6.2 litre V8s in them.
I was gonna say put a V8 in it. Even if you put like a 350 in, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Well, you get 400 or 500 horsepower out of a little small block Chev 350 pretty easy.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to look meaner though, because it was specifically made to look that way. The Vega looks like a budget
Well, you know,
production car.
just something you can screw around with. Not a lot. They don't do that a lot anymore, though.
Well, they used to race these things in the Bathurst and that in Australia, touring car championships, Group C, Group A, and stuff. And they used to put there'd be Camaros, Mustangs, Jags, Holden. Would put those in. Ford would put Falcons in. What else? All sorts of shit. There were Volvos. There were Mini Coopers. Heaps of stuff. I mean, Jag were putting a V12 XJS in there, against them. And these things used to just smoke everyone because they were so nimble. They just get to a corner and go, okay, no brakes, let's just turn. But they could outpace it on the straights. They could outpace a Mini, so that meant that the Mini couldn't get around them in the corners either because they couldn't catch up on the straights to do it.
Yep.
Otherwise, the Mini Coopers used to flog things, man. Those little pommy Mini Coopers, they used to make things piss on the track.
That's because they didn't
coming
weigh
in.
shit.
They didn't weigh anything, and they just decided 1 inch of suspension travel. There's no body roll. Just round a corner you go.
But like I said, a lot of those days are over with. You don't see that, unless it's somebody that's got, a shit ton of extra pocket change. You don't see that shit anymore.
No. Nobody can afford shit, that's why.
Well,
I'm gonna grab something real quick.
All right, guy. No, you can't.
Oh, fuck.
See what you did? You got yourself. You're gonna go to bed, and you end up staying up late, Dan.
I'll go to bed shortly. I'm looking forward to catching up with everybody this week, though. But I've got a crap ton of work to do, though.
I know that feeling.
But it's worth it, though. Been a long time since we all gathered together, so going to appreciate it.
I know the feeling.
And then we'll get sick of each other within a day or two.
Yep. I know that feeling too.
Then I'll be like, "Oh, fuck this, take me home."
Especially if you got family that falls on the left-hand side.
Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah, lots of different dynamics going on there.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
So I wouldn't be too surprised if I go and then they're like, "Oh, have you done this? And have you got this?" And I'd be like, "No, fuck off."
Straight to the point. Nope. Fuck off.
Yep. That's exactly why I get dropped off. No, fuck off. Oh, well, we'll drop you back home then.
Oh shit. Sorry about that, Mac. Wasn't even paying attention, guy.
No problem.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. When you started saying those 351 Clevelands, I was like, fuck, that's all my vehicles had. And I was pissed off when I had the Windsor. 351 Windsor.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Just same engine, different block.
Yeah. Well, it's just a small block.
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
I like my damn Cleveland. Oh, I could tell you the stupidest stories ever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was stoned in the morning. Smoked a joint with my friend because we're delivering brand new washing machines to this lady's house. I got my Ford van. I got both machines in the back of my van. I couldn't put them in my van in boxes. So I had to take them out of the boxes. So I'm sitting there at this light and I'm waiting for this lady to turn. I'm a distance away from her. And we just got through smoking a fatty. And I had my window rolled down about halfway. And all of a sudden I heard this buzzing noise. I looked over, it was a bee. It was right by my eye, so it seemed bigger than what it was. I went to swat that sucker out the window. It just hit the top edge and bounced off and went between my legs and was buzzing around. I was like, oh shit. So I'm standing up. I got my feet off the control, so the van is creeping slowly forward. My friend's like, you're going to hit the car in front of you. So I went to hit the brakes, but stupid stone me hit the accelerator.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, oh no.
The washer and dryer come flying from the back and it damaged them.
Oops.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dad wasn't happy.
no kidding. Fuck.
They ended up going to our house. Yeah, I'm up this morning early. I got work to do.
I didn't have work to do. I just got up and I was like, fuck, I might as well fire up a live stream. I ain't done it in a while.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I was tossing and turning because of the pain. But lucky me, my
I can
wife's
relate to that.
my wife's place of employment, they've got a guy there that doesn't know shit about appliances whatsoever. And it's the owner's nephew, more or less. So I'm teaching him all my stuff from my 45 years of experience into this kid. This kid went to appliance school for 2 months or 2 weeks, $2,000 a pop, and didn't learn shit.
Fuck.
Damn.
Didn't learn shit. So I'm getting paid $25 an hour just to sit there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm teaching them how to deal with people. I'm
Yeah.
teaching that the school can never ever teach.
Yeah, the real shit. The real
Yep.
stuff.
So we get to a machine. He's got to diagnose and fix what the problem is. And he looks at me. Go, don't keep looking at me. I'm not going to be here one day, and you got to do this yourself. So come on, figure it out. I told you the steps. If you can't figure it out, go to the car and say you're going to look for some, booklets that you have in your car. What you're doing is you're going to get on YouTube or Google and try to figure out what's going on. If not, you need to come back in here and get the data safety sheet. That's all the information on how to put the machine in diagnostic, do all this stuff. So, yeah. So I'll have some money for Christmas. Thank God. These insurance
That's always a
companies.
good thing.
Yeah. So everybody's doing pretty good this morning.
Yeah.
How's Robert?
I ain't pushing dirt yet, so gotta be doing all right.
Well, any day above ground is fine for you, right?
Yeah.
Well, any day the wife ain't bitching is fine for me.
That's why you're supposed to hide in the shed.
She got mad at me yesterday. We found this nice furniture. It's an L-shaped furniture set. It's just like at a corner of a house.
Yeah.
Couch this way, the couch that way, the nice coffee table or whatever you want to call that thing in front of it. It was been sitting in the garage for over 2 months. We need to just move one couch, and we need help moving this couch. Once we get this couch out here, then the pieces will fit in. Well, yesterday I put my foot down. My son-in-law, my daughter came over, see my wife. It's like, that's it. putting you guys to work. My wife's like, no. I was like, you're going to sit there and you're going to let me do this because you need to get your car in the garage. So, yeah, we straightened out the stuff that she needed. Got the furniture in there. Took the old one that's sitting outside now in the front yard. Hope the garbage people take it. But her yelling yesterday. Woo-wee. Oh, yeah.
Outlaw, knock it off.
Outlaw.
Yeah, that's that rescue lab I got.
Outlaw.
That was his name. It's fitting too. Oh man, is it fitting?
You got tattoos on him and shit. Wear a leather jacket.
No,
Pain in the ass.
He's got a motorcycle.
no. Number 2 with Fry says, "Hello, Mac. Good morning."
Hey, good morning, Yuri. How you doing?
Number two with Fries.
Oh,
Number 2 of fries.
you mean 2 fries short of a Happy Meal?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We don't have Joe Biden in the chat, do we?
Yeah. I'd seen Yui earlier, and then when you said that, it's early right now for me trying to wake up. Things are not clicking just yet, but
I know I haven't had my first pot of coffee yet. I'm still working on it.
well, I'm doing it. And she's gonna go, what the hell are you doing up so early? You're drinking all the coffee on me. Well, get up. She's hey, what's up, Rick? What's going on, buddy?
Rick.
Yeah.
He says he's got your 2 right deck.
Noni. Haven't seen that guy in a while. How you doing, Noni? You can't complain because nobody wants to listen, right?
Who the fuck
Yeah.
wants to do that?
But if the wife complains, you better listen.
Well, that's a fact.
Yeah, I know that. I know that story. Happy wife, happy life. But I like to think it is happy dad, no one's sad. Because when dad's happy, everybody's happy. When dad's mad, he
I don't
lets
know
you
about
all
that.
know about it. He lets you all know about it. He's not happy, so nobody would be.
What's everybody wrong?
So did you guys get hit the snow over there, Mac?
No, we got the freezing here, man. It's like fucking 5 degrees outside.
Oh yeah, it's colder than fuck here, but we got hit with the snow too. It was wet, and then it went cold, man. Fucking driving down the roads is something else.
That is not good at all. Hell no.
A lot of
What
black
happened?
ice right now.
Now, you know us. We know how to drive in this black ice shit, you know? We know how to do it. Just stay plenty of distance between cars and brake way in advance just in case
Yeah.
you don't brake. you know?
Yeah.
We know how to do it. So I was taking my wife out to Arizona to see my family, or my mom and dad. When I got to Oklahoma City, we got in a hotel on the news. Oh, we're going to have an ice storm, blah, blah, blah. I was like, we need to get on that road early in the morning. I want to try to avoid this. Knowing her, dragging her heels, we got on, you know, I want to get on at 5 o'clock in the morning. We got on at 6. So we're on the road, and it seemed like as soon as I got on the on-ramp, there's this gate that came and closed behind me. I was like, oh shit, they closed the highway. We're on it. So we're driving down the highway, and every time I light a cigarette, she yells at me, roll down your window. So I smoke my cigarette and have no smoke go out the window. Well, I could not put my window up because the ice built up and it just would not let the window up. So after I passed a viaduct, right where the on-ramp comes on, I pulled over slowly. It was a little slippery, but I got over. I got out, and I was like, whoa, with my feet. It was so slippery. There was like a layer of ice over the car on the road. I was like, damn, I scared myself a little bit. I should never stop and see it, but I had to get my window up. So now I'm on the road being really cautious, doing like 40 miles an hour. and not doing hectic turns with the steering wheel. I'm doing fine. I go under another viaduct, and I can see a state trooper coming down, trying to catch up to me. But I lost him in the back. He's like, oh, he's coming to see what's going on. So we need to get gas. I pull over and get gas, and next thing you know, the state trooper's up. You know the road's closed, right? And I was like, I'm stupid. No, it's not. I'm driving on it. Well, they're closed. You're not supposed to be on it. Hey, I'm trying to get to Arizona and this stuff, and I'm from Chicago. Oh, you're from Chicago? They're like, yeah. Well, then you know how to ride these roads. I go, yeah, no problem. Let me back on. But I kid you not, as soon as I got to the Albuquerque mountain range on the east side of it, as soon as I got down in Albuquerque, it was like 72 degrees. All the ice melted. Stopped at the gas station, changed our winter clothes out. Within 15 to 10 minutes. That's a quick temperature change.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big jump. That's a big jump.
It is. So crazy it is over west.
I had to go pick up the wife's car last night because we had some work done on it. And
I want to look at the snow.
it was so damn slippery out that the diesel sitting at the stop sign was literally pushing itself across the road. You know, it just at idle.
Wow. The car, the truck,
Yeah.
and she just turned it on and just started up and wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, the thing is the front brakes weren't holding. It was just sliding.
So cold.
Yeah.
Fluid in there was cold.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's cold. Damn.
Damn.
I remember having to slap my my 351 Cleveland van. Was it a 150 Econoline? Yeah, I slapped that sucker in the reverse as I was going down a hill, and there was supposed to be a stop sign there, which there was, but the cross traffic didn't stop. A cop at the bottom. Yeah, I'm going, oh shit. People behind me. I was like, God damn, I gotta go. So I went real slow. As soon as I touched my brakes, I was all sliding down the hill.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna go right through the stop sign. Whoever it was, cop was down there. I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm fucked. The last thing popped in my head, put it in reverse and floor it. So I did. Boom, and floored it. It slowed me down and it stopped at the stop sign. The officer was like, it just popped. Reverse. It was funny. I had 50 slicks on the damn fucking van.
Oh Jesus.
Yep, that van was pretty fast. That's why I had slicks on it. It was like my A-team vehicle. Yep. I had a couch in there. I had fish net. I had fish net on the ceiling with black lights and black light posters. And at one time I had a keg in the corner. We had keg parties out of it. I go to Forest Preserves. Back up to the quarry and was it Joliet? There's stone quarries. Just back the ass under the van, hanging over the quarries and use it as a diving board, jumped out of it.
Screw that.
Yeah, man, I miss my van. My first 3 vehicles were Ford vans. Yep. My wife met me in my van. We had 4 bucket chair or swivel chairs in there. She used to unhook the lock, and I'd be driving crazy in the car. Just woo, the seats, woo, woo, like a turtle wheel. Boy, those were the days. Can't do that shit now.
Last van I drove like that had a 3-speed on the column. That was a blast.
El Camino.
I had one of those.
Me too. I had the oh shit. What style was that? It was oh come on. It was the brown and it had the brown wood on the side, and it was a tan color. And the back part of the bed rounded by the window. It rounded instead of being squared. It
Yep.
rounded by the window. You know what style I'm talking about?
Yep.
My dad goes, "Hey, we need a vehicle for work to transport refrigerators. You gonna use the El Camino for that?" It's like, "Yeah, go check it out, test drive it." So I get in the car. This thing had a 440 in it. I'm like, "What the? It's got some power." So a block away where I got the car, and I floored it right through the intersection of Harlem. So the road grade goes up a little bit. I hit that up. The car went up in the air into the intersection. When it crashed down, all the hubcaps came off of it. And I turn it around, take it back to them, and the engine's fucking nothing but smoke's coming out of it. I'm like, "I don't know if we want this." It's like, "You were hot rodding this thing." I was like, "No, I just went that way and hit the road, and it just." "How fast were you going?" "I don't know." I was doing at least 60 in a 30. Yeah, when you're a kid, you do stupid shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Fucking hit that like a ramp. Boom.
So I guess by the engine pumping so much, all this oil went up to the header. You know what I'm saying? Went up to the valve covers and shit, and then started leaking out onto the motor block. Yeah. Pop the hood, and the guy's like, "What the hell did you do to my car?" Anyways, I was like, "I like it. Whatever it is, let's fix it. Let's go." Note to self: don't keep flooring it.
Yeah, I had a golden white El Camino when I was younger.
Okay.
Truthfully, they weren't bad cars, but they sucked in the winter.
No traction at all.
No, none. No weight.
So that's why you see a lot of people putting a lot of that weight in there. Manhole covers, bags of salt and sand. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind actually having that car back, to tell you the truth. It was kind of handy.
Yep. But you're a tall guy. You see, you get down and squat in that chair and hug it. You're too big of a guy.
Actually, El Caminos weren't bad.
They were
They
luxury.
wasn't bad at all.
Yeah. I pay you $50 to see you in a smart car.
Ain't happening.
Fuck, that was funny as
You just
fuck.
need a-
He had to fold himself over 3 times.
like, where's the damn fucking shoehorn? Gotta get his ass out.
A friend of mine got one of them new Camaros, and we were at a party drinking and shit. And this was last few years ago at my daughter's wedding.
But newer ones, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And she says, "Well, can you drive it back to the cabins?" And I'm like, "Well,
Hell
sure."
yeah, I'm gonna drive this.
Well, yeah. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking that. I was just thinking, yeah, I can drive it back. It's no big deal. And I literally could not get behind the fucking steering wheel. No matter how far I put the seat back,
Oh,
I was
shit.
not getting in there. I couldn't get my knees under the steering wheel. I was like, this ain't happening.
Fucking hell.
They're ousting you there, Robert. To get rid of the big roomy cars, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody says, "Oh, those are so great." I says, "They're pieces of shit."
You need to go to the big and tall car show.
Yeah. They build them all for midgets nowadays.
But some of these Ford trucks and these SUVs, I mean, they're fucking big. I mean, they're tall. They come up to me up on here, you know, the hood.
Yep.
I'm like, that's a big ass. Talk about the gas. Wow.
I don't know. My 4-door diesel gets about 20.
That's not bad at all.
No.
My 350 Glen, my van got like 12, 11 and 12 for the gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you two, knock it off. No, there's no way. The vehicles they make nowadays, no way in hell. They put the steering wheels way too freaking low.
Well, you're also buying a piece of shit nowadays. Because if you're going down the road and you see a semi with all these cars in the car carrier, and you got this white, what is it, like protector? It's like thin foam. They put it over the front bumper, the hood, the roof of the car, the back end of the car, but they don't put it on the sides where you think any debris from the road kicked up would scratch it. No, I found out that when a car is made, as soon as it goes out in the lot where all the cars are at, they put this on for UV ray protection because they don't want it to fade the paint. So we don't know how long it's going to sit in this lot before a dealer say, hey, I need a lot of this car and this car, bring them to me. Then when you get to the dealer, that's when they take the stuff off because the cars seem to move faster. But what's going on is as soon as the sun starts beating up on the paint, it starts to fade, lets moisture behind it. Next thing you know, it's pitting, and next thing you know, your car, you only get like 3 or 4 years out of this shit.
Yeah.
So if you see that shit on the car, it's not for protecting from dings and stuff. It's for UV protection. Huh? Figure that one out.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go and crash, get some sleep.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
get me
Dan,
a
you have a good
coffee.
one, buddy.
Getting me a
I'll catch up
coffee.
with. I'll catch
Take
up
your Dan.
with you guys from time to time. Good talking to you guys.
All right.
As
Take it
usual.
easy, bud.
Stay safe.
Always. Well, shit, while he's getting coffee, I'll be right back too, folks. I'm going to go grab myself one. I'll be right back, Mac. I'm going to grab me some coffee too.
All right.
Keep them entertained.
What's up, Dig? If any of you guys can guess how many M&Ms are in here, I'll give it to you. Any guesses?
420.
420. Okay. Look this. Yeah. My wife got into this much of it, though. Got it from a customer. Like, you do a good job here. Oh, wow, thanks. During this time, customers give you wine bottles, they give you cash, they give you cookies, they give you a lot of stuff. Yeah. I'm working with the 21-year-old. We went to this house. This lady must have been about 50. She was, okay looking for her age. Not bad at all. Kid gets in the car. Oh, she was pretty hot. It's like, you must not have a girlfriend. She's like, yeah. Oh, boy. I'm working with the little hound dog. I remember when I was like that. Yeah. Sorry, it wasn't. Yeah. A little bit of chat. So is everybody in chat ready for Christmas, or what's up? Any questions from chat? Bah humbug. Okay. Okay, Scrooge. Yep. I'll tell you the real Scrooge is, and that's my brother. Hey, Huey. What's going on, buddy? Why don't you hop on, panel? Yeah. So I hope you're feeling well, Huey. How's that knee? I'm always going to ask you. I hope it's doing way better. Yeah, I hope you're out there mountain biking, hiking, skiing, skydiving. Restream. You and Restream are having problems, huh? Yep. Look at, I'm sorry. I've got my other computer on. I got Mosh. He's got his shirt off. He's got his long hair out. Girls are saying he's got such beautiful hair. Ah, okay. That, now he's flexing. But I don't even know if I have to stay another couple of weeks. They're keeping you in rehab, dude. They really want to make sure this knee is good before you go. Which, yeah, you got to go through it, dude. But don't leave that hospital until you know it's feeling good. Serious. Or that rehab. Don't leave that place until you know. Because I'm sure you don't want to go back through this big headache over and over. You've been going through that for quite some time, Huey. Wish you all the luck, man. Serious. I don't know if you guys know, I went to the emergency room Thursday about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's not about the knee. It's infection. Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, the knee. I mean, as long as they got it going, but yeah, you have a problem with infection building up. Yeah. Yeah. Thursday went to the hospital. My shoulder was killing me. I couldn't move my arm any direction at all. I went to Christ Hospital. Got there. The whole emergency room was full of black people. I'm not nothing against them, but I'm just saying it was just full of black people. That's what it was. 16-hour wait. I was like, forget this noise, man. I know other hospitals in the area I'm going to go to. And sure enough, I went to one. They took care of me right away. They gave me a shot on my shoulder. Gave me some hydrocodone and sent me off on my way with this medicated patch I've got on right now. It seems to be doing okay. But after they gave me that shot in my arm, my tongue feels like the taste buds are warped or something. Like my taste is gone. So I was like, oh shit. They better not give me the old C. I'll be fucking pissed. So I did call the hospital, told them my situation. Oh, you might. No. As soon as he gave me this shot, I felt it right away. The taste of the metal taste in my tongue. So don't give me that yeah.
All right, I'm back.
It's insane. Yeah. So I went to the emergency room Thursday. I got up. I went there about 2 o'clock in the morning. My shoulder was fucking killing me. So after Christmas, I will find out if they appealed. If they didn't appeal, then yay. That's bullshit, though, that these people could appeal it.
Well, it's always going to be that way, bud.
But this is bullshit. Like, I can see what's going on if you're trying to do somebody in the government and you go after them with the lawyer. I mean, they could just drag that shit out, but
Yep.
they have to be done within 7 years. They have to come up with the solution or a verdict within 7 years.
Yep.
And with me, it seems like these insurance companies don't give a shit. They got
Nope.
laws passed for them, and this is why they're able to do what they're doing to me. They're trying to starve me out and make me lose my house and shit. And if you look at the people that are on workman's comp and how many people committed suicide because of it,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're desperate. They don't know what to do. They're losing everything. And I don't know, if I didn't have you guys, I'd probably be insane by now. I don't shut up.
Well, you,
Shut
wait a
up,
minute,
shut
man.
up, shut up, shut up. I know where you're going. I keep putting my foot in my mouth, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna roll with this one.
You just let that one right on in there.
Yeah. But seriously, when I hurt my back and I went through like 7 years of 4 back operations and shit, I didn't have YouTube Live. I just had the walls to talk to and the dogs.
Yeah, fuck that.
And I'd always go to my music room, try to do something. Sometimes I'd go there, turn all that shit on, and then hit the guitar once and go, I don't feel it. So turn it all off, go sit down in front of the TV. I've done that a couple of times. But it's really bad. So now if I needed money desperately, the lawyer gave me this place I can borrow money from, like $10,000. So then when my settlement comes, I give them people $20,000.
Oh no, fuck that, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But if
You know,
worse comes to
and
worse,
that's the thing that pisses me off about our fucking legal system nowadays, is it's made to screw people.
it is.
Just absolutely just screw people.
Now, I've got a doctor named Dr. Gito who supplies pain medication for me. All right. Lately, I'd have to be chasing my doctor around. He was at this location. Oh, he's no longer here. He's over here. And I'm over here. Oh, guess what? He's no longer here. And I have to go over here. Guess what? He's just no longer. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this doctor? Apparently, there's 2 forms of hospitals and doctor's office around here: government owned and private. It seems like the private are getting slammed any way they can by the government. So the doctors at the private one are getting audited for prescribing pain medication to their people, which is legal, which is fine, but they're getting audited. And it's a lot of paperwork and it's a lot of hassle. So these private doctors are trying to get away from, giving out pain pills. But if you go to the University of Chicago or like that, they'll hand that shit out to you like candy, not being audited. What the hell's going on here?
Yep, for sure.
And so they're trying to do something with the private industry. Yeah. What they put on there? Okay. They killed. Oh. Back. Another story. Banks are starting to change. Oh, the cash. Oh, the banks. Oh, they loved me.
Yep.
I go into a bank when I got my settlement for my back, $260,000. I throw it into their bank. They're telling me, oh, yeah, you should invest here and do this with your money. And do this. Okay. How much am I going to make? Oh, you're going to make this much on a dollar. Okay. How much are you going to make? Come on. How much are you going to make on my money? Well, guess what? If you can give me what you make, I'll do it. But until then, don't do shit with my money and just let it sit in there. Yeah, you're stupid. You should invest your money. You'll make money with your money. Yeah, well, if you're going to make more than me with my money because I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm not stupid because I want you to give my money. That's what it is. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, though. They want to lock you in, so you got to keep it there.
Yes. I know their tricks. I'm not stupid, but they weren't happy when I left. They kept, oh, you're stupid. I'm what? Do I need to take all my money out because I'm stupid? We'll see how stupid it is when I take all my money out and talk to your manager because you said I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yep. because I knew I was going to go through that money quick because I needed to buy a house, 2 cars. Yep. So with my $100 sitting in savings, by it being in there, they're taking $5 a month out for service fees. I mean, when you've got service fee, it's just sitting there doing nothing. So you're to charge me for having my money in your bank. And in my checking, if I go below a certain amount, then they start penalizing me because I'm supposed to have a certain amount in my bank. Well, I was like, okay, all right. So I'm getting tired of these bullshit. So if I get pulled over by a police officer, all right, comes to me, yeah, you know you're speeding. I was like, yeah, well, can I see your license and registration insurance? And I go, sure, but you know there's a handling fee. He's like, what are you talking about? Well, this is my business. I'm in my car and driving, right? And you're asking me for documents. So to get my documents, I have no problem giving to you, but you got to pay a service fee, a handling fees. I can reach over there and handle this paper and hand it to you. So that's about a $200 handling fee. I give him a hard time on that. Just give me your license and shut up. Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, wait till you hear from my lawyer, Grin and Barrett Law Firm.
Yeah.
You heard of Grin and Barrett? Downtown Chicago. Yep.
How you doing, Rex? Yeah, credit unions are better than banks. Yeah, for the most part.
Clockwork Rex. That's a good movie, Clockwork Orange. It's one of my movies in my repertoire of movies to have when the world comes to the end. I like to have that movie so I can at least watch something as the world's falling apart.
Yeah,
Yep.
unfortunately, I don't think that's that far off, to be true.
I got a 32-inch flat screen TV. I got the coaxial antenna with the square, picks up the airwaves.
Yep.
I can plug it in my car and I can watch TV anywhere. But I'm just saying it doesn't take that much voltage. I got a little regulator that handles it all. Mm-hmm. So I checked around what my my power source can do in the car. I hooked up an amplifier in there. It's house speakers. Oh yeah, that works. It does, man. Got the amp right there on the seat because it's like a van. So I got it sitting right there in the seat. I was able to talk about a loud ass system. Good old Pioneer speakers. Coffee's pretty good, eh?
Oh yeah.
So how is your legs doing? Okay now?
Still getting better. Still not out of the woods yet, but every day's a little better.
Now, did your legs swell up too for you?
Oh fuck yeah, bad.
Did they say something about your heart not pumping properly?
Yeah. That's a long story. Let me tell you, a very long one.
Right. I noticed that with mom's legs, when they start swelling up and itching like that and getting puffy, watch out. She's going to have an issue with her diabetic episodes.
Well, I'm not diabetic. They tested for that. So.
Well, this is my mom's case. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't get into it, but it's a long fucking story. Not right. What you would think either.
Right. So mom would have a pacemaker installed in her, and it seemed to do her okay. She had problems, like I said, with the legs swelling up. Seen the doctor before we left, and they want to turn her pacemaker up a little bit so her heart pumps a little bit more to get this fluid up out of her legs.
Yep.
And that's what did it. She don't have the problem with the legs because her heart's not pumping because she's sitting on her butt doing no exercise whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a difference too.
Yep, and she stopped eating all the crap, the fast foods and all that. She don't have diabetes type 2 anymore. I'm gonna say it's in remission. Okay, so she don't have to take the injecting pen. She don't have to take her heart medicine like she used to, and she's doing a way lot better. The people, the doctors out in Arizona, they're just fucking handing these old people medicine, and they have complications with their medicine. So they got this medicine for the complications. The next thing you know, my mom's taking like 13 pills before she goes to bed.
Yep.
And I'm just,
They
you know,
had me
Luke,
on. I was on 8 different types of fucking meds every day, and I had a severe allergic reaction to something.
yeah, I
And
heard that
I
one.
just stopped everything.
Yeah, how do you feel because of that?
Well, here's the thing, though.
I've been
To
fine
be
since
fair,
then.
MacGyver, it's better she takes them before bed because it's a hell of a lot harder to take them when you're asleep.
I didn't think of that. Damn it. Mom, tubing her mouth. Here, what are you doing? Well, you're supposed to take it before you go to bed, but you're sleeping right now. I'm trying to squeeze down your throat. You're right. Didn't think about that one. But no, she takes like before she goes to bed, like maybe 3 pills. In the morning, she takes like 4 pills. If she feels just the slightest loopy, it's like, hey, you need to test your sugar levels. But she's been doing way better. All I know is when you get back out to Arizona, I'm getting a lawyer. It's terrible what they're doing to the old people out there. It is. It's bad.
All about the money, Mac. All about the money.
It is. Because in her room, the hospital room, in my hospital room, the wife, she had a complete hysterectomy about 2 weeks ago. They have that gun. So when you're at a checkout line, they take that, do your products with this gun to get the barcode. They have one in each of the rooms. So anything they're doing, barcode, here's your medicine, barcode. It's a damn fucking bullshit. It's all money scam. And what's funny is you get a doctor that knows what he's doing. Oh, you got this ailment? Okay, let's run this one test to see if we have it. No, we got to run this test, this test, this test to see if you got it. I was like, why all 3 tests? Because it's money. Money. And the people that don't have money get everything free. But the people who have insurance pay through the butt and they're deductible. Yeah.
Well, it's like when I had
Go
to go to the emergency room because I was in so much fucking pain I couldn't stand it, and they give me morphine, which didn't do a fucking thing, which shocked the hell out of me. I mean, literally did nothing. And but they run every damn test my doctor had already ran. You know, and I'm like, oh, why are you doing that? Well, we got to check to see if it's changed. What would change in a week? You know, so
your pocketbook.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I'm seeing more and more of the scams. And when you confront them on it, these hospitals, just pay attention. Look how many young people there are on their wards. When I went there, it's just, they're like middle-aged people. The doctors were always old and shit. I'm not seeing that anymore. I'm seeing, like I said, these young kids out of school, you know, medical school, still wet behind the ears, listening to tablets. And if they don't listen to the tablet, they can be fired. You know, if they don't go, okay, got to go through this, go through this. They don't think. They
Well,
look
it's
at
the
the
same.
tablet.
That was the same way with the procedures they were using for the COOF.
Yeah.
That was doing everybody in.
Then when the doctors and nurses that had been there a while know shit, started seeing shit, guess what? You lost your job.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah. And they get the, okay, I'm your stoolie. What do you want? Just read that tablet. Okay, got to do this test, this test. Did I check this off? Check it. Okay. Yeah, it's terrible. But no, the medical industry would be fucking with us. You kidding? You know, they messed up, these big wigs messed up a lot of pensions for these people.
Oh
and
yeah.
it'd be best if they get you in the hospital and just give you some poor ass service. Oh, if they died, I'm sorry. At least they don't have to pay all that pension and shit off.
Yep.
And my mom is going through fucking hell trying to get her money from her Social Security, my dad's Social Security, when she worked at the post office, when she drove bus, trying to get all this gathered up for the lawyer. Oh my gosh, my mom is going through so much red tape. So you know when my dad died, she still hasn't got the bus company's pension. So that's been what, 5 months already? 6
Yeah,
months?
imagine that.
Yeah.
How you doing, Clockwork Rex?
What's up,
Oh, hey
Rex?
guys, can you hear me all right?
Yes,
Am I too
fine.
loud?
You're
Nope,
fine.
you're good.
Okay, good. But yeah, my mom just went through her second back surgery in the
Wow.
first week of August, and she was gonna come home right before Thanksgiving, and then the shingles hit her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was bad. That was real bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shingles
she's
is a form of chicken pox, ain't it?
yeah. If you've had the chicken pox when you were a kid, you're gonna get the shingles when you get old.
They're both herpes viruses, so they never leave your body.
Yeah, it's it's like herpes, man. That shit's forever. Yeah.
Actually, supposedly they got a cure for herpes now. So
Do they?
supposedly,
They've got a treatment.
Hello, Johnny Siam.
Oh, but yeah, they've got a shot for the shingles. So I guess when she goes back to the doctor to get her checkup, she's gonna get a shingle shot.
A single or a shingle?
Shingle, a single shingle shot. Yeah.
Say it with like the redneck single shot. You get the whistles
Hey,
going
man.
on.
Hey man, are you picking on me? You picking on my?
just a little bit.
Shit, I went through 4 back operations.
That's fair enough. Well, yeah, she had one like 2 years ago, her first one, and got a couple of her vertebrae fused. And then they did it again in August and fused another couple of her vertebrae. And yeah, she's just been in constant pain the whole time. So
Jesus.
yeah, and she can't take opiates because they just fuck her up. So
Yeah.
she's like living on Tylenol and what's the other one, Advil or something like that. Yeah.
Is she in the States?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well,
you
she.
want to watch the Tylenol though, man? That's worse on your liver than fucking alcohol.
Oh, I know. I know it is.
yeah. So me, I had to get off the aspirin, the Tylenols, that kind of shit. I found a substitute for me. It seems to work just for me. I mean, if you want to see, but you heard of Kratom at all?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
All right. Now I gave my mom some Kratom. I gave her like 4 tablets, and she's like, "Oh, now I see why you use this stuff." I go, "Yeah, it takes the joint pain away. It puts me in a better mood. It's not addictive. It's just Kratom. It comes from the Kratom tree of Asia. The Asian old people use it because they still work in the fields and they have aches and pains. But they do sell it at smoke shops.
Oh, okay.
Kratom
I didn't know.
green.
Well, I didn't know that it came in pill form.
It comes in pill and powder.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Here,
You know,
Kratom. 1,000 capsules.
don't you know you just need 3 teaspoons of turmeric a day? Oh my God.
My wife gives me turmeric. She gives me assorted vitamins in the morning.
It's not a turmeric.
It's not a turmeric. It's cancer.
You know a drug that's really bad that tons of people take is esomeprazole. It's in the drug Nexium, which is for GERD or GORD, depending what country you're from, for gastroenteritis, for reflux and all that.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot about those Astral medicine for for
Yeah,
acid
it's a
buildups.
proton pump inhibitor. It's really bad for you.
Yeah,
Unless you've actually got peptic ulcers, you should never take the stuff.
but
You should only take them.
why did these doctors say, hey, you've got candidus in your stomach that's causing all this bullshit? You need to cleanse out your stomach from this shit.
Well, normally if you've got ulcers in your stomach, it's caused by Helicobacter bacteria, which are nasty
What do you
little
think
shits.
candidus is? Look up candidus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fungal overgrowth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've got Helicobacter bacteria, you will get ulcers quick as shit.
Yep.
And that's the 99% of people with ulcers have got some Helicobacter bacteria.
And it doesn't help with this fucking fast food crap that everybody's eating either. There's so much garbage and chemicals into this, longer shelf life preservatives they're adding into the food.
Well, quite often you've got to stuff out of the food to stop it from degrading. So you're serving up shit that's got less of what it actually had naturally in it.
Right. Now,
One thing they take out is
daughter-
they take out natural fat from meats and reintroduce things like complex shitty strings of carbohydrate and
Right.
what do you call that as shit? Cholesterol from plant fats instead of animal fat. Yeah.
Right. Now, my daughter has problems with food. She has food allergies with bread. What's the stuff that's in bread? Glucose? Not glucose. Come on.
No gluten.
Gluten. She has to have gluten-free stuff. And anyways, she got back from Ireland. Her and her husband went out to Ireland for 2 weeks. She said her stomach didn't bother one bit when she was out there because they don't have the crap in their food.
Probably not. No.
So I told her about this before, years about how food is bad. And now she went to Ireland. Now she believes me. So, yeah. Now, she's got to buy the good food, which is going to cost her more money to make her feel better. But around here,
Yeah.
poor people can't afford the rich people food. So they get this crap and they're in this revolving door of problems with their health issues. They're getting fat. They're in and out of the hospital. They don't know what's wrong with them. The doctors tell them quit stuffing it double. It's just bullshit.
God damn it! Now you're making me want a Big Mac.
Yeah, but there's a million people that would, if you ask them what's healthy, they'll say shit like Subway and sushi and stuff.
Oh,
No, Subway's not healthy.
No, it's not.
Subway isn't healthy at all.
It is
No.
not. It is not.
What's
It's
what's
expensive.
what's wrong with the art of buying decent produce and cooking your own food? Is that a lost type of a thing? Is it?
People are too busy.
Don't
Yeah,
laugh,
not-
Tony. People don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife come
It's not
home.
for me. I mean, I work on a cattle farm and a goat farm. Have you ever had goat?
Yeah, quite nice actually.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah, if you cook it right. If you cook-
I'd prefer a leg of lamb than goat, but the
Lamb,
thing
yeah.
is,
Well,
Like-
it 100% depends on the breed of goat and what they've been eating their entire lifetime.
correct.
Well, they're grass-fed cattle, grass-fed goats. Hay.
We had
Now
Spinifex fed
they're-
goats when I was a teenager, and they were delicious.
We got cows that
That'd be
eat GMO
salty.
corn-fed cows.
Oh no, these are grass-fed and hay-fed.
But cows don't eat corn; they eat damn grass.
Mhm.
Can't have corn-fed cows. You'd end
Kind
up
of
with
cream
beef.
corn-fed cow.
You'd end up with corned beef.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Well, how do
But
you
Rick-
get deviled ham?
I like deviled egg beef.
Deviled sausages and deviled eggs when you don't let them go to church.
Yes.
Oh well,
That's-
fair enough.
If they were blessed, they wouldn't be.
That's right. That's why you
Oh.
fart so bad when you're eating them. It's all the spirits getting out your rear end.
No, it's not. It is not. It's a byproduct. It's called methane.
Methane. Yep.
Oh, watch
No,
it,
it's
watch
not.
it. You're gonna want to tax you on that.
Oh.
Don't tell me
Global
this hocus
warming.
pocus, Johnny. I know it's evil spirits coming out the back end.
Yeah. Global
Well,
warming.
it's got something to do with the shit you're eating.
Oh yeah.
And you know
Dairy's one of
why?
the worst. You fart like a bush horse when you have dairy. Dairy's horrible.
I don't think so. Really,
I eat
It-
Mexican
but-
food. Watch out.
you know, why fart smell? And that was for the benefit of the people that didn't hear them.
Yeah. Are you telling us that your shit don't stink, but your farts give you away?
Well, it could be. It could be along the same linga.
Oh, my grandmother used to do that. It was great. She would walk into an aisle in the grocery store and let one out and then walk off, and people would walk into it. Oh, man.
That's as funny. That's as funny as fuck when you do that. You drop your
Yeah.
guts and then walk away, and you watch all these people walk up and go, "Oh, there's something off in that freezer."
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Rex. The Aboriginal women in Northwest Australia, they've got a better one. They just walk into an aisle, take a shit, and walk into the next one.
Oh, geez.
Well, there you
Okay.
go.
There you go.
When I was in Arizona with Mom, every time we went to a restaurant, we go to leave. When she'd get herself lined up on the table, push up. As soon as she pushed up, she let out a loud ass honker every freaking time. Everybody looking
Well-
at us. I was like, okay, let's go, Mom.
It was in some cultures, if you burped, it was an appreciation of the food you ate. So
Yeah.
maybe your mum was doing it back the front.
I don't know.
Just
chef didn't
waving
look too
goodbye to the
happy.
tucker.
Oh, I
Yeah,
loved
we-
my grandmother to death. I loved her to death. She turned me on to fried oysters.
Mm.
Oh, oh man, they were good. But yeah, talk about gassy. Yeah, you'd be gassy after that. Yeah.
I like that thing on Austin Powers when he farts and he says, "Pardon me for being so rude. It was not me. It was my food. It just came up to say hello, and now it's gone back down below."
Oh boy. I'm in Arizona.
It's the
Yes.
beans. It's the
Mesa.
beans.
I'll be going to Mesa in January. Take Mom back home. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I've got a real soft spot for fajitas, and if I eat enough of them, you start farting like a bush horse too.
Oh, the scene from Blazing Saddles just popped into my head where they're all sitting around eating beans and
Beans
everybody's
and
farting. Yeah.
you got it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was Steve Martin and all that, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, it was Gene Wilder
No.
and who?
Oh
played it?
no, I'm thinking of Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles is the real catchphrase. One was that they were drunk and leaning up against the outside of the saloon, and even the horse had its legs crossed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't make a movie like that today.
Was it Mongrel? Punched that horse with knocked out.
Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Oh yeah, Mongo
Mongo.
riding like an ox or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. They're really stupid. I'll take care of him. Yeah.
Mongo Pawn.
Oh, yeah.
Mongo
Yeah.
happy.
I was going to cook some mungo once, and I looked at the recipe and how long it take to make the roux to go with it, and I'm like, you know what? Forget about it. I wasn't
Did you
spending
get the-
5 hours stirring something on the stove.
Did you get your product from Mongolia?
Well, what was that in the
No, you
Caribbean?
mung bean. I didn't.
The Caribbean one where they have the cowhide soup. Cook the cowhide long enough for it to turn into virtually collagen.
Wow.
Oh, right. Well, that sounds like maybe they did that in Cuba because there's no food.
Well, you know, they say you can run, but you can't hide.
Well, the messed up thing about Cuba is they've got all the classic cars, but they're poor as shit.
Yeah, they got
They brought-
Soviet engines in half of them. Yeah.
And they be rolling in the dough. Yeah.
The reason they bought the classic cars because then they weren't classic; they were cheap.
Yeah, they were shit boxes.
Oh yeah, and if they break down, they're easy to fix. Not like the shit we've got over here today.
You can't get your hands into it and work on shit. You gotta
Yeah.
pop the motor to work on anything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you got a chip that burned out, oh man, you need a computer specialist to fix that shit. Yeah.
And that costs you a fortune as computer specialists.
Mhm.
And all they do is change a chip and charge you an arm leg. And they see, I did that to Spitfire over here. I had a problem with the car. I've got ripped off before by these dealers. So you know what? I mounted a camera up and underneath the hood. So when they lift up the hood, the camera would see what these guys are doing. They went to one of my valves, took it out, blow through it, stuck it back in there. And next thing I seen them start the car. And then next to that, the hood went down. So I came to pick up my car. They said it was ready. And it's like, the bill was this much. I go, oh, yeah. How much for labor now? All that. So it's like, come here. I got a camera stashed under here. Let's look at this footage here. And he's seeing the footage. And it's like, you're going to charge me for him just there going to this valve here on the car. And you're going to charge me all that money? Oh, that dude didn't charge me nothing. But I was pissed.
Oh, sure. We can get
Go
over
to
on
Better
you.
Business Bureau. Going to Better Business Bureau. Like, you're ripping off people. This is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. And same thing with this, the Kratom. The Arabian stores, like the smoke shops around here, they're not filling the pills all the way. They're only filling them halfway. You can actually pinch these things in half. So I go to the guy here. It's like, these pills legit? He's like, yeah. I go, so if I open them up and pinch them halfway here, you know they're not filled all the way, so you're ripping off your customers. Oh, they're full. So I opened it up, pinched it right in the face. You're ripping off your customers. Well, give me that shit back. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to come back here and close you down because you're ripping off people. I went and bought this bag, brought it to him. I opened it up. It wasn't open. Freshly opened it up and said, here, look what these pills. You can't crush them at all. So I got the town, what is that? He takes care of all the businesses and stuff. You know, goes in there, makes sure they're doing their stuff. Anyways,
Oh, the Chamber of Commerce. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, Chamber of Commerce. Well, anyways, we're going to all these damn Arabian stores and find out that they're ripping off people with that, with cigarettes. They're doing cigarettes behind the counter under the table for some people. So how come these Arabians are getting away with a lot of shit and nothing's happening to them?
Well, ask your local constabulary because you'll find that they're smoking their same cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah. And
It's the
also,
oil, man. We need their oil.
yeah, but I also noticed that if I eat any food around here, I'm hungry within about an hour and a half, 2 hours later. But I eat their food, the shawarma and the falafel, like, oh, dude, I'm full for like 4 or 5 hours. I mean, their food is better than ours, it seems like. Because if you're hungry within an hour and a half, you know that's not good food in there. It's just making you want to eat more.
Go and get yourself a Big Mac. You won't have a poo for a week.
God damn it.
That was
It
the
takes
opposite
a
of me.
half hour to
If I'm having trouble having a shit, I'll have a Big Mac, and 6 minutes later, you've got yourself a gigantic turd.
No, I use the little White Castles sliders. They slide in and they
Oh,
slide
yeah.
out.
See, there's no White Castle around here, so you can do that. So
They don't even sell it in the supermarket in frozen section.
I don't know. I haven't looked. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Dear.
2 in a pack, stick in the microwave.
I saw an ad on TV for McDonald's, and they showed the beef patty with the onion on it, and they said we've got tomato, and the slice of tomato was just slightly smaller than the beef patty. And I thought, shit, they must grow big bloody tomatoes, or either that or the burgers have got very, very small.
2 weeks.
Well, that's all staged anyway. So.
Guppies. Yeah.
But I mean, I grow tomato plant during the spring and the summer and the fall. I get some big ass fucking tomatoes off of it. I'm just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
none of their burgers ever look like the picture at all, ever.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know, like if we look at an average supermarket size tomato, and if that's as big as your meat patty, that's telling you you're getting stuffed over big time. Because those couple of dollar, well, we got a $2 coin here. It's not very big. And the hamburger's not much bigger than the $2 coin.
Well, shit. Well, I try to buy local stuff around here because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. I mean, literally in the middle of fucking nowhere. And
What state?
Virginia,
Okay.
not West Virginia, because fuck those guys.
I've been down the New River a couple times.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you weren't far from where I'm at. But yeah, I buy local beef and local goat and local vegetables. And if I've got to go to Walmart to get something, I will go there. But I usually try to avoid Walmart like I tried to avoid the plague. So, because you don't know where that shit comes from. You
Yeah,
have
but
no idea.
Their stuff is like more brighter and bigger and GMO stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Genetically modified organism.
They're actually doing scientifically grown beef. They take
I've seen that.
a little
Are
bit
you
of
talking about that clone shit? Yeah, I know. What
yeah,
you're
but
talking
they take a little bit of beef and they put it in a petri tray and a form and then they grow it in a laboratory and it supposedly comes out tasting like beef because that's its genetic origin. But that's all right. That might save a couple of cows, but what's it going to do to the people that eat it?
So
exactly.
the people that got the old, jabberoni, however, are they considered GMO people? Genetically modified people?
No, well, actually, the people who participated in that science experiment actually have a unique title of being unique people. And it's not the fact that everybody was lied to. They were pressured. They were segregated.
Yes.
They were treated like lepers.
Yes.
It was a conspiracy. It was realistically, and they're still like here. They're still going on with it. This is all terrible. We are going to have to do this, and we fuck off with this shit.
So why isn't anybody going after China for this big mess? Huh? It was a lot of money.
Well, do not forget that it was proven by the World Health Organization, the people who know all, that it didn't come from China.
Then where did it come from?
Well, but it seems that it was very funny that every science laboratory in every country in the world knew what it was within a couple of days of it coming out, though.
So yeah, man, I used to love bat soup. Now I can't eat it anymore.
So did you see the pat number for the coof? For the old macaroni? You ever see the pat number? In the pat number, right after the 666 is the date that this was invented. 2010.
Well,
that's what the patent's for. It gets the date in there that the stuff was invented. And I don't know why they got the 666 in there.
Because of Satan. Yeah.
And what sucks, when my thing takes over, my weekly paychecks is going to be $666.
And 66 cents.
Yeah, seriously, I'll show you the paycheck when I get it. Like, what the hell? Just give me 665, please.
What's wrong with 666? It's better than 602.
Well, it's bad luck, I think. So I'll just take 365 or 665.
Yeah, look, there's nothing wrong with joining the local Ku Klux Klan or the devil worship or whatever you want. But you can even become lesbian or whatever you want.
I am. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body, and I like women.
You can refer to yourself in the third party if you wish.
Oh boy. What do you identify as? If you die in the hospital, do you want us to revive you? These questionnaires at these hospitals, I tell you, man.
What?
Oh,
what do
my
you-
dad. My
Yeah.
dad
do you-
died of cancer, and we had a DNR paper
Okay.
on the door. Do not resuscitate.
Okay.
So
Yeah, well, that I can understand that. That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah. That was a definitely yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I
That's a
had a
no-brainer.
friend. I had a friend of mine. You know, you couldn't travel, you couldn't do a lot of things unless it was whatever. Got the call to the hospital. His mother had passed away, and they said, "We need this paperwork signed." And he looked at the paperwork, and she had cardiac problems, and on it, she died of the disease we had to have. And he said, "I'm not signing it." And they said, "Well, until you sign it, we won't release your mother's body." And he said, "Well, fine, you cremate her." Didn't take them long, and they changed it around a little bit. But it was a case of they were trying to hold a gun to his head, basically. But he stuck to his principles and said, "No, she died of cardiac problems, and I'm not signing anything other than that."
Yeah, they try to make shit. They try to
Yeah.
make shit complicated. Yeah.
Well, it's they were trying to, what they were really trying to do was validate what they were saying, and glorify numbers as a scare tactic. That's what happened in this country.
Yeah. It used to be back in the day. It used to be back in the day, you either dug a hole in the ground or you put a body on a funeral pyre, and that was how you dealt with it. Now you got to jump through all these hoops and go through red tape. And motherfucker, just let me have the body.
Yeah, but they put the words up there for health regulations. So the body is disposed of, in the right manner. In other words, you pay.
Oh, you pay.
Oh, yeah. Well, my mom, she was a nurse for 40 years. My sister's a nurse now. And mom said when she goes, donate her body to science and let them do with it what they will. And supposedly they'll ship you back her ashes after they get done. So dad was cremated, and so I guess mom's going to be cremated. Unless there's like 9 people mixed up in her ashes and shit. But,
The thing is, let's be realistic. When you pass away, that's it.
You're gone.
What's left is only the wrapping.
Oh, yeah, that's like the Klingon shit from Star Trek. Yeah, it's just a shell now. The spirit's gone. Yeah.
Well, the older folks, when they died, they had the funeral arrangements, they had a coffin, and they're buried in the ground. You had to pay a lot fee for the lot, right? All this shit is astronomically way too expensive. So the thing is to get cremated, everybody. It's cheaper, easier.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
To get dad cremated, I think it was like $5,000, including the like sterling silver urn that he's in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's expensive.
But that's how it was before when you got the coffin and all that shit. Now it's to get a coffin, do all that shit, you're talking $20,000.
Yeah, you're talking a shit ton. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And I don't want to put a burden on my family.
Remember the old movie from, what was it, the 80s, 90s, Soylent Green?
Yeah. It's
Oh, that was from the 70s. Yeah,
from the
just make them
70s.
into food.
Yep.
Yeah, just make them into food.
That's it. That's it. Peck's paste.
Kirk Douglas, I think, was in it, or who was his name?
No, it's Charlton Heston.
That's it, Charleston Heston.
Yeah.
He was in
He was in
what?
that. And he was in
Planet of the
Mega
Apes.
Man, and he
Planet
was
of the
fucking
Apes.
Moses, and yeah, he was in a bunch.
Planet of the Apes. Damn you all to hell.
Yes, so we've got to feed the multitudes, and everybody wanted the Soylent Green.
But
Oh,
see,
that just reminded me of that movie Snowpiercer, where
okay,
they
I
were
know
making
Snowpiercer.
cockroaches into
Yep.
fucking food cubes. Yeah, I
Yep.
was like, Jesus Christ, that's disgusting.
Yeah. But see, we have enough room. We can do all this with food and have plenty for the world. But they're causing all this shit. The government's into our farming now. They got these farmers' prices so high that farmers can't farm anymore around here. It's BS.
The thing is, like I said, you've heard me say it before, Mac, that, I used to have a farm, and realistically, I enjoyed it. But the whole part about it was rules, regulations, and the costs associated, vaccination costs, which were, and they once again, they invented new shit, which was bullshit, that you had to vaccinate with. And yes, the same companies with all the rest of it were producing the whole lot of it. And that's why I said, all these bastards are in cahoots. They're all backhanders. Why can't I just produce a good, organic, natural animal? And that's it. Because you've got to do this, you've got to do that, and you've got to write us down what day, what paddock it is, and you've got to tell us what number the paddock is, and put a map of your farm, and so fuck off.
Hey, Robert.
Melissa, g'day. How you doing?
Robert.
I think he's fucking snoring.
Yeah.
Robert's doing like Ron does.
We're
a
boring.
Ron stream.
Yeah, we're boring.
Yeah, it's fuck.
Well,
I mean-
I'm just sitting back drinking my coffee and just listening to the chat.
Oh, okay.
Didn't sound like it.
Now
Well, you gotta remember, I got two labs here too, so you gotta decide
You
which
wanna-
one it is at the moment.
You gotta pick up the
You want-
subject so it's not so boring.
You want to check the gearbox, because there was a bit of a whine and a bit of a funny sound coming out of it.
Oh yeah, we're talking about farming and shit and put him right to sleep. Yeah, so I get it.
That's all right.
God damn, it's 20 degrees up here. It feels like 10.
Let me do it again.
Well, it's like 5 here in Chicago.
Phew. Well, we're supposed to get that
It's cold
snow
as
shit.
fuck here. How's that?
Yeah.
We had a wonderful day over here today, Robert. I actually took off one of my coats, and it was lovely. And the day before, I actually had a t-shirt on, and it was sunshine.
Yeah, but Australia's not a real place. Haven't you heard that?
It's not really.
you can't hold it.
It's a figment of your
You
imagination.
can't hold it against them because they spend all that time upside down, all the blood going to the top of their head.
Well, fair
Pulls up there, they can't think right.
Well, you're probably right. After that last friggin' election, I think that's theory that he has got
Well,
some
there you
weight.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Mrs. Tucker.
Morning, Paula.
How are you doing today?
I'm still alive.
Well, that's something. That is something.
That's a start.
Ugh.
Oh, Beezy, that's no good. You're going to have to stoke up the fire and stay in bed.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. That's why the wife made me clean out the damn garage so she can get her car in there. She was adamant about it yesterday. My son-in-law's daughter were over, and went to work. So you figured after you clean out the car, she'd drive the car in there? No. She'll do it this morning.
Thought she was putting you out there, Mac.
Oh, dude, so after being out in Arizona and shit, and it's just as cold as I'm getting older, it just goes right through me, and it aches my bones and everything. That's why we got so many people out in Arizona. Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll get my foot out there for you, Robert, and I'll set a spot for you. If you want to come out and visit, like it, it's cheaper living.
I don't know about that, but
Yeah, it's cheaper living.
Well, Robert, the one thing about it, you can have rattlesnake stew every second night.
Cactus pie. Ooh,
I
yeah.
don't know that.
Oh, no, that's the tequila, the cactus.
Then tequila.
You could have some coyote casserole.
Ooh, yeah.
Jackrabbit stew.
Meth
I want to
hollandaise
get down there
sauce.
and get one of the koalas. They look like they'd be tasty.
Yeah,
No, they're not. They taste like shit.
They've got chlamydia, Robert.
they got
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
Is that-
see, why didn't you stay away from them?
That's like yeast infection. Yeah.
Oh, they're all sexual deviants.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's got a twang to it. Yeah.
A lot of our native animals
Coyote casserole. Yeah.
do have sexually transmitted diseases, and we kind of look at the local indigenous and say, well, what the hell's going on? You have been custodians of this country for quite a while, and
What's going on?
I'd have been eyeballing Zeke.
Well, the other thing is, the numbers of that exponentially increased, Johnny, when they made the passportless travel between Australia and New Zealand.
Mm.
Ah, yes. But one thing about it, all the goat farms have got big high fences around them. I noticed that.
Is kangaroo tasty? That's all I want to know.
Kangaroo, the back
The right
strap out
age,
of a
yeah.
kangaroo isn't too bad. It's quite nice. Don't believe this kangaroo tail soup's wonderful and all the rest of it.
No,
Yeah,
kangaroo tail
if you got
soup's what you boil up for your dog.
yeah, and even your dog won't eat it unless you boil the bastard for about a week.
Wow.
The legs have got that sinewy, but one thing about it is kangaroo mince isn't too bad because you can put your different spices and flavoring, and you never get tough mince.
No, you don't. It's never tough. It's never. You're right. As long as you cut all the sinew ends, because like the muscles are all individual pocketed muscles with a sinew layer, and at the end of them is like where a tendon joins onto a muscle or a bone. It's the same thing. It's very stringy, and there's a lot of white tissue. You got to cut all that off.
Yeah, that's why you just run it through you cut the main sinew out, split it down the middle, peel it out, and just throw the bastard, run it through the mincer 2 or 3 times, and that's it. Job's right.
And if you're lucky enough to live where you got some lamb fat or some lamb flanks and bits and pieces with a bit of fat in them, run that through the mincer with your roux mince.
Bit of
That's
pork
bloody
cheek
nice
there.
too. Yeah, that's right. Or a bit of the fat from around a beef liver. That's good too.
Or mix it up with a little bit of emu fat.
Even duck fat, I reckon, would go, because duck fat's relatively tasteless. I reckon that'd go pretty good.
Yeah, duck fat.
I mean, lard would be the obvious answer because it's easy to get.
Well, you want
But,
to get your flavors. You want a good core fat. Something that'll render correctly.
yeah, that's right. You want it to cook away. You don't want it leaving fatty tissue, sort of
Yeah.
grimy tissue behind. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's
got
that's
the-
why a lot of
the Cajun food, or the I'll call it the black food, where they take the intestines and scrape all the shit out of it and boil that shit up and then they eat it. I forgot the name of it. That's what they call it. Ham hocks, grits, whatever. There's a name for it. Damn it. But pig intestines.
gumbo.
Pig intestines.
What do you
Well,
think they
pig-
wrap sausage
Oh,
in there?
haggis. Haggis, Mac.
Haggis is,
Haggis is the
it's
stomach.
Scottish. It's Scottish.
The thing is, a pig intestine is what's used for traditionally for a
Sausages.
lot of sausages. Yeah.
No, they
Yeah,
actually
especially-
eat the intestines. They boil it up, cut it in little like round noodles, whatever. That's what it look like, and they eat it.
Yeah.
They grow
They
up
do
on
that
it. They
in-
love it.
They do that in Thailand with pig intestine also. Like
And chicken intestines.
Yeah. Chicken intestines in the Philippines, they wind it around a little stick and make it look like it's fairy floss and barbecue it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called isao. Yeah.
Mm.
yeah. But haggis is the stomach with a bunch of meat stuffed into it. They use the stomach as the bladder to cook the shit in. Then they just cut the stomach open, and there's your meat.
Jess, it's called a rifle. It's called a rifle or a bull bar, one of the two.
Chitlins. There you go.
Now,
Oh,
now
chitlins.
everybody's
Yeah,
going to ask us what a bull bar is.
Damn.
Johnny, a bull bar is what you use to
Yeah,
separate a pig from its motorbike.
Well, what about a boom bar? Because that's the sound they make when they come off the bar. I can remember
I
the old
think that
days of driving.
was I think that was Zeeg that did that.
Oh my God.
Aren't you the one that punched it in the head, Zeeg?
No, but that poor bastard.
That sounded real
I'd-
healthy.
I'd-
Not.
I'd have to search for it, but I've actually got a video of a metal fence. It's made like with roofing sheet, and two kangaroos having a fight, and one of them booting the other one through the fence.
Yeah, through the old Straco good neighbour fence. Yeah, just booted him straight through it.
Yeah. I've actually
You know.
got that video somewhere. I'll see if I can find it.
It's pretty funny.
Can I share stuff here, Robert?
Say that again?
Can I share stuff here?
Yeah.
If I can find this video, it might be good for a Google.
Sun's still setting here, Paula.
What's that?
The sun is still setting here.
Oh,
Which side, Zeeg?
Oh my God, you guys are not ever gonna let me forget that, are you?
Nope.
Oh my Lord. God damn it, dog!
Ooh. Sit down.
Sit!
An
Sit!
outlaw.
You know,
What do you expect? It's an outlaw.
Sit!
Kangaroo's pretty good if you get a young one. Like, if you get an old one, it tastes like shit. And by young, I mean young, like, it's only been independent for a few months.
Well, yeah, you want milk drippers. That's the best tasting.
Yeah, it's like deer. Yeah, you don't want some old gamey thing. You want some nice tender-meated young thing. And you get a male one before the nuts drop, and it's even better.
Veal.
Oh, basically,
Oh, I
kangaroo
ate that
version of
in the
veal, yeah.
army.
Kangaroo
Yeah, I ate
veal.
that in the army every chance I got. If they had veal on the menu, please, yes, please.
Baby cow.
It's male dairy cows, yeah.
Male dairy cows.
It is, man. It's male dairy cows.
Did you hear what you
It-
said? Male dairy cows. You can't
you know
milk
what I
a
mean.
bull.
Male,
If you milk
male
a bull,
dairy,
he'll smile.
male dairy cattle.
You can
when
milk.
they-
You
Mac,
can milk.
Mac, Mac, I bet you could milk a bull. He'd stand still for you, guy.
But he was
Yeah,
smile.
Look, Daddy,
They-
I'm a
they-
farmer.
It's not. This is not a cow. This is a bull.
They have places that milk bulls every day.
Oh
And
God,
it's run. I think it's run by the Navy because there's a lot of seamen around.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. If the dairy cow has a calf and it's male, they
that's
that's your veal. That's your veal on your dinner plate.
I hear they take that stuff and bring it to the gay communities. Yep.
Oh, I just found one that's interesting, Robert. It's a photograph with a slogan. You might like this one. How do I share here?
So,
I don't know, Johnny. How do you share it?
I hit that button and hit that and go share.
just like you. Responsibility just right there in my job.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah. I'm looking for one thing and finding a whole heap of other crap.
Yeah, we know you're not here, Rob. You're never here. How you doing, Rob?
Oh, this is another good one, Robert.
You were just.
I
Sounds like
that
our
one.
government. Sounds like our government.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
You fail to get 20 cents, you automatically become the president. Oh, jeez. Why the economy's going, you won't be able to buy a bloody house for $2 million, so 20 cents will be nothing. Won't even get you some rolly papers.
No.
Well, it's like when they talked about getting rid of pennies. Well, we have no need for them anymore. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no shit.
Why?
All right. I went to a. Okay, here. Some people are like clowns.
Wow, that's freaking right out.
Beautiful day. Yeah, that's a trippy video. Yeah, I went to the was it Walgreens, and in the toy aisle, I seen a bag of plastic pennies, 100 of them, for $3. So you're telling me that these plastic little pennies cost more than our dollar? I mean, our pennies.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? I'm sitting there and I pay you $3 for 100 plastic pennies.
But what surprises me is that they still actually have that kind of stuff in the store to teach kids how to count money.
Yeah,
You know?
it's terrible.
Yeah, Canada ditch pennies. Wait till they ditch the dollar there, Vic, the way you guys are going.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, when they start want to get going to a lower denomination of currency, you know you're fucked.
Move.
That's why they want to go to that digital, so they can have their bank jubilee. They can erase all bank debts.
Terrible.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah,
Watch.
we know that.
Not the average person, but all the banks, or at least the big banks.
Yep, there's tons of scams out there, like the McDonald's Monopoly scam. You heard about that, right? The winning tickets went to the Canadians. When the Canadian goes, I won the $1 million prize. And if you look at the fine print, you have to be an American citizen. So that they
Imagine
ate the
that.
million. Yeah, it's bullshit. I found that out. I was like, what the hell? They gave you the free, cup or Burt Macs and fries and shit, but the $1 million, yeah. Fucking bastard.
There we go. Sorry, Johnny, I didn't see that.
Everything's a scam. They're cute, harmless, but they are loud, incredibly. You know what about kangaroo? Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Eh,
I used to like you, Johnny.
Uh-oh.
no, that's just in jest, Paula.
Oh, damn.
Okay, wow.
Good test. That's freaking hilarious.
So which one do you have, Johnny?
All of the above, Paula.
All of the above.
He's gone buffet style on it. He picks one a day plus vitamins.
Still can't find this one I'm after. Maybe because I don't put stuff into. It's just a pile of crap. But yeah.
Yeah, I have that habit too.
Then I just end up, saying bugger it.
How you doing, Convoy?
What are you doing, dog?
Hey, Vic, what's up, buddy?
Have a good one, Vic. Get some sleep, bud.
Hi, Vic. Hi, Vic.
No truer words are spoken. Or word, I should say. Most universal word out there.
Well, don't forget fuck.
Well, yeah, true. True on that one.
We can use fucking all different ways.
Fucking hey.
Like they say, shit happens.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all were talking about haggis earlier. I
Yeah.
actually had original, authentic Scottish haggis
Yep.
be-
Good shit.
because I went to Scotland and I was like, yeah, hey, let me try some haggis. That shit was great.
Ew.
With the gravy? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yep.
I mean, it had all the shit in it, like lungs and barley and
But the way
fucking
they cook
whatever
it, you
else they
can't even
put in
taste
there.
it.
Hmm?
The way they cook it, you can't even taste it, really.
Yeah,
It's
it was
delicious.
great. I loved it. You can't get it in the States. Like,
Well, if you go to a Scottish lady's house that's been cooking it with the family for a while, she got a recipe with her. Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh dear.
oh, and then I landed in Germany, and the real absinthe is nothing like we've got over here. That real
Stronger?
shit
No.
will fucking put you in the dirt. Yeah.
Just strong. You'll be
Well,
absent.
wormwood is poisonous, you know.
What's that?
Well,
That's
yeah,
what
I drank like
happened.
4 shots, and 3 or 4 days later, I woke up and was like, "What the hell just happened?" I still don't remember.
They slipped you a Mickey and you didn't realize it.
Mm. Well, luckily, I did have some of my army friends with me, and they kind of took me to the hotel room and like put me on the bed. And they're like,
And they
he'll be
made
okay.
fun of you. And they sure made fun of you the next day.
Oh yeah, they made fun of me for weeks. But what are you talking about the next day?
Take care, BZ. We'll talk at you later.
Take care,
Bye,
bees.
Disney.
Hi, Basie.
Oh yeah, have a good one. But yeah, it was weeks till they let that shit go, and I was like, "Fuck
I
you
got to
guys."
take off at 6:30 here. Got about 15 minutes. Oh, uh-oh.
That's wrong on way too many levels.
Uh-oh.
Way too many levels.
Dude, I was going to ask Beezy what's going on with their grandchild in their school, that the school is letting these kids identify as any animal that they want. So it seems like all these girls at the school want to be cats. So they get to wear their cat ears and their cat tails. And she was
Yeah,
even
that's gonna work
mentioning,
out good in the future, ain't it?
yeah, but they already mentioned something about kitty litter boxes. That's a biohazard right there. Yeah.
Well, wasn't Hugh Hefner? Wasn't his little thing, you know, like the bunny rabbits?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Beezy can't go to the school by herself. She needs to get a group of women behind her because if she goes in there, they're going to give her a hard time and kick her out of there and say she's not allowed to come back and she should be put on a list. So
That's what
like,
I had this discussion with someone the other day, and I says I identify as a red balloon.
me, I'm a sloth.
That's because you can all fucking blow me.
Yeah. Me, I would end up, what do you call it? I'd be a sloth that just lays around and does nothing. Yep. Don't have to do any schoolwork because sloths don't do schoolwork.
I should go in there and tell them as a parent, I identify as a chimpanzee and start throwing crap at them.
Or a manatee.
Yeah. Stupid shit.
It is. And what they're doing is they're getting our kids ready so when they get to the 12 and 13 age, oh, do you like boys or girls? You know, and
Yeah.
yep. So if you're with the school counselor and they go, what do you like, boys and girls? Oh, I like girls because boys are jerks and they got cooties. Well, you like girls then? Yeah, I guess. Well, then, hey, go see the school nurse and get you some growth hormone pills. And you heard about that case in Massachusetts with that 11-year-old girl. Yeah, they tried to give her growth hormone pills. The parents found out about it and they got a lawyer and they're going after the school. But you figure the
They
school.
better hope that that's the only thing I do is get a lawyer.
Yeah, but see what people are going into these schools to do this because the psychologists are doing some kind of agenda with the school nurse behind everybody's back. What the hell is going on? Your school wants the subsidies and money for your school. You
We're
play our
being
game.
run by the asylum, Mac. By
Bullshit.
absolute fucking people who got no fucking marbles left.
Well, they're just doing what they're told to do. If you want money and keep your job, you do what we tell you.
That's
Just like
called
the
It's
hospital.
called a lack of fucking morality, man. No morals anymore. And no
Exactly.
integrity.
The hospital and their tablets and the schools and their bullshit. And if you want your job, like the fuck? Yeah. This pisses me off.
Yeah, don't feel bad. You ain't the only one.
I'm just glad my daughter's out of school and all this stuff over because I'd definitely be on that list.
My granddaughter was over today, or this weekend, I should say.
Right.
And she's 11, correct?
Oh boy.
And thankfully, the schools up where we're going, they don't, that kind of bullshit ain't going to happen. But I'm just thinking to myself, you know, I don't know how the hell I'd react if something like that happened in a school. I know damn sure I'd go ballistic.
Yeah, but you're a big guy. You know they'd call the police in on you.
That's all right.
You don't have to talk to me that way, sir. You're going to have to leave. What? I didn't say nothing wrong. I don't like your attitude. And right when they say that shit, automatically you're blackballed. Even if you try to do it nice and talk nice, you raise your voice just a little bit. They go, I don't like your attitude. So what you need to do is say to them, I don't like your attitude first.
I have a little more reputation than that with police officers.
Yeah.
They don't show up with just one or two.
No. And more than one handcuffs.
No, they just got one guy that tells them, hey, don't fuck with that guy because he don't fuck around.
Oh, which
Right.
He's also the chief of police in Sibley now, so
Was he?
yes, sir.
Yeah. No, yeah, they know me well by first name and last name. Let's put it this way. My reputation precedes itself when it comes to that. Not that I have any problems with them. We haven't.
Right. It's like they know you don't get pissed off over nothing.
No, but
Yeah.
they also know that you don't come and piss in my Wheaties either.
Yep.
It just ain't gonna happen.
Exactly.
Hey, Italian princess, how you doing, sweetheart?
That's not a puppy. That's a dog.
Hmm.
That was a
One
big.
is still considered a puppy.
There's a big bark though.
They're both big babies.
Yeah, just like my 130-pound pit bull. I consider him to be the world's biggest baby for the pit bull generation. I swear to God, he is. But when he sees people, watch out. It's like he's a bull in a china shop. The mother-in-law come knocking my door yesterday because she wanted to drop off stuff for the Christmas meal we're having here. She didn't even call. My wife was in the shower. I was in the back jamming with the headphones on, so I didn't hear her. She's pounding on the door. The pit's all barking with the little guy. He's barking too. My wife's running out in a towel wrapped around her, soaking wet from the shower. And like, who's at the door? She's yelling at me. I open the door. It's her mother. And my dog loves the mother-in-law, but she's going to get knocked over by my dog. So I'm trying to hold this back. She's yelling at me. Mother-in-law's trying to come in. I'm trying to hold this pit bull down. And it's just, oh my God. Why didn't you call before you come? You know the rules. Yeah. Oh, folks, I got to get going to work here myself.
All right, Mac, you have a good one, guy.
You take care, everybody. Nice talking to you. Chat. Take care. Have a good day.
See you, Mac.
All right. Take
Yeah,
care.
have a good one.
See
Bye
you later,
now.
there. Bye. See you later, Rex, Zeeg, and Officer Chat.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, I had a little rescue Dotson. He was a long-haired brown Dotson that weighed at most 15, 20 pounds, maybe. Whenever the UPS guy delivered a package, he barked like a goddamn Rottweiler. And I looked out the door one time after he came barking at the door. Because, you know, I let him out every once in a while when he had to go do his business or whatever. And the UPS guy was running back to his truck after he heard my dog barking at him. He was a little teeny dog, but he had a great, big, huge bark. It was like, ruff, 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 ruff. And the dude was just running for his life. I was like, man, it's a little dog. It's an ankle biter. You know, it wasn't. I rescued him because he needed rescuing. So,
Well, it's
Yeah,
usually the little dogs
I-
you got to worry about anyway.
well, yeah,
I-
sure.
I had the experience of for the postal service through a contractor delivering a few parcels. It wasn't my main job. I used to do it to help out the others because they'd get snowed under at times. You know, I could have sat in my ass in the office and whatever I wanted to do, but I chose to help the others out. You know, the team spirit thing. And many a time I'd walk up to somebody's place and a dog would race around, and I just wouldn't even acknowledge the dogs. And it turned out I was going to places that others refer to because of the dogs. So the thing is, you know, if you show the fear and that kind of thing, well, even a little dog will have a go. But most of the dogs, you'd just say, "Oh, g'day, mate, I've got a parcel for you." But there was some race up to the gate and carry on, and the direction was, "Don't worry about it." So I used to just throw the parcel over the fence. So fuck you. And if they got a complaint, well, they go to the post office for the rest of their lives and pick up parcels, you know. But it depends on the person, realistically, because not all dogs are going to really bite you, and they're protecting their property. Most of them are just woof, woof, woof. And if you say hello, and you know you're not doing anything kind of wrong, they won't worry you.
Oh yeah, I
found
found
that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rex.
No, I was going to say if you stick your hand out and they sniff of it and then lick it, then you're good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, the back of your head.
I don't even do that. A friend of mine had Saint Bernard that had been physically abused, so he wasn't the nicest of dogs,
Right.
and he would never let anybody come over to his house because of that. And I told him we were going over. He had to cut out a ditch line of his, bunch of trees, and he says, well, he says, if I let my dog out, he says, you're gonna be afraid of it. I says, no. And he says, well, we'll let him out and we'll keep an eye on him, see how it does. And all I did was just ignore the dog. You know, he'd come up behind me, sniff the back of my boots or something like that, and I just ignored him. I didn't try to pet him. I didn't try to touch him. Didn't try to do anything. And just went about doing my business, you know. And he'd walk around. He'd lay there for a while. And he'd kind of eyeball me and shit like he's trying to figure out, you know, because normally people try to touch him. And I just ignored him. Until lunch come around, he decided he wanted to sit down beside me because he wanted part of the sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey man, can I have some of that ham sandwich? Yeah. Come on.
Oh, ham. While you're on the ham sandwiches, went and did a bit of shopping today, and I couldn't resist. There was a nice leg of ham, leading up to Christmas and all that. There was a nice leg of ham, and I thought, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So I bought a nice leg of ham and a fresh baked loaf of bread. Peeled that sucker, all the crap off that leg of ham, and got the carving knife out, cut out a nice, good solid chunk about 1/2 inch thick, and a bit of mustard on the bread, and sat down and had a nice ham sandwich.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh well, there you go. Did you put cheese and pickles on it?
No. Why would you
Oh,
stuff
what
up
the
good
fuck,
ham?
man?
Why would you stuff up good ham with putting that crap there? Don't be sacrilegious.
Well, I put cheese and I put pickles and I put a couple of jalapeno slices on it and some mayonnaise and bam.
Well, you may as well get pal puppy food and smear over your bloody bread.
Well, I'm from the States, so there you
Yeah, I kind of guessed that.
go.
Little bit, you're a little bit different out that way.
Oh
We
yeah.
did our own pigs and stuff, and Ted took it in, and I had a whole hind quarter that I stuck in a smoker. Smoked that bitch for 2 days. Oh,
Oh.
was that good?
Oh.
I had mates that used to make reefers like that, Robert. They'd smoke them for a couple of days.
Some Cheech and Chong shit going on right there. Yeah, okay. I get it.
Hey man, this shit is really shit, man.
Yeah.
I had
Labrador.
to follow the dog around for 2 days and scoop it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. You think about some of that. What an insult to a person's intelligence, but who cares? It was funny. And here we are, 30 years later, still talking about it.
Oh yeah, the shit is funny. Yeah.
Yeah, that's back when they used to make shit that was funny. Nowadays, you got to be politically correct.
Ah, yes, but that's a statement that what is politically correct? Only to the minorities. Italian princess, do you like bacon?
Wait, didn't the Italians invent bacon?
Well, realistic, the process of pickling meats has been around since time began, I think.
Oh, sure.
Originally, it was air
They
dried.
dried meats, salted, dried
Yeah.
it out.
Everybody ate jerky.
And that
Yeah,
was
so,
jerky, but the thing is that the you like bacon and sausage, but not ham. Well, you cut up a piece of ham and throw it in a frying pan and cook it up. It'll taste like bacon. In realism, because it's not much different. But I make bacon and I make ham and sausages. But store-bought, a store-bought ham, so I have the brand I like, and all of that. So if I feel like bacon and eggs, I just cut off a slice of ham and throw it in the frying pan and cook my eggs up. No, that's not weird. I'm Australian. We're not weird.
Well, I mean, I like a good pork chop. I mean, come on now.
I don't.
You don't like pork chops? You are weird. You are
No.
weird.
No, I don't. I don't really. You know, I'd prefer a piece of beef or a piece of lamb
Well,
than a
see,
pork chop.
lamb, I've tried to cook lamb and the bones disintegrate and it tastes like chalk to me. To me.
You're cooking it too long.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair enough.
You don't when you're doing lamb chops and a loin of lamb and things like that. You don't want the bark on it and all that kind of crap. What you want is all the way through, just and it's nice and tender, and you get that flavor, and when you bite into it, and, the juices are running down your chin, and lovely. Little bit of salt.
Johnny,
Yeah,
we're talking about food, not sex, guy.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about. I'd tell you what, I'd take on lamb loin chops before sex, Robert. I can tell you that now.
God damn.
Because that's really finger licking good. Italian princess doesn't like pork chops either, Rex. So there you go.
Well,
You must
taste vary. So,
Pork chops with good mushroom gravy. Oh yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
It's easy to pick mushrooms nowadays than there is chops. There's more mushrooms around.
Yeah, you've been a little careful though.
I can find some kind of mushrooms around here. May or may not make you see shit. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are walking down the street too, wondering about which gender they're going to be, or maybe I might be whatever.
Yeah, what they identify as today.
Yeah,
gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Yeah, just imagine, this is hypothetical. If there was two armies opposite on a battlefield, and they said, "Right, we're here to for the rights of our country and all the rest of it," the big spiel, and all of a sudden everybody said, "I identify as a mushroom today," and they all just put their little hats up and just sat there, and how would the hierarchy approach that? Or they said, "Oh no, I think I'm an elk, and I'm just going to run away up into the mountains," and what a load of bullshit that is.
Yeah.
When you're born, the majority, there are a very small minority. The majority either come out with a vagina or a penis, and so you are classed. Now, obviously, if you come out backwards, they call you an arsehole. But generally, I don't remember, any animals, kind of popping out of a human.
Okay, give it time, Johnny. Give it time.
Yeah. Yes.
I wish there's a news article from China where Fauci was on the board where they had these two test tube baby twins, and they actually genetically modified the one twin with the genetics from back when the Black Death was running around, because there's like 1% of the population that was immune to it.
Yeah.
And they genetically modified one and not the other just so they could study them and how they reacted to different diseases. And I'm wondering, okay, reacted how? Through natural life, or they're going to have these two girls being exposed to all kinds of different shit throughout their life on purpose? And Fauci was part of that shit.
Yeah.
So
well, in Western world, you know, there are boundaries. So that kind of stuff supposedly doesn't happen. But can they guarantee it? I doubt that very much. We only get told what they want us to hear. We don't get told the truth. They wouldn't know what the truth was.
well, they know what it is. They just don't want to admit it. You know, I don't even want to begin to think about how the effects of all this shit is going to be 5-10 years down the road when it comes to the kids that grew up in this shit.
I'm glad to be older, so I won't be around to have to. Well, I've got to put up with some of it to a certain extent, but I don't really. To see the degeneration of the human race and the planet the way it is. It's friggin' disgusting. We're all being brought up with basically codes of conduct, what's expected, and to now to throw the doors open and just say whatever, well, that's ridiculous.
My friend was talking about the Pornhub stats earlier, Johnny. How there's been a big swing towards incest and bloody, what do you call it? Trans porn and all this other stupid shit. Freaked out monster porn on cartoon hentai shit and all this other stuff. And I said, well, society's on its way to collapse. What do you expect? People had their ass kicked for this sort of shit years ago, you know?
The thing about it is, with these different agendas, it's realistically against nature, and it's as simple as that.
Well, you see, there's a reason for that, Johnny. There's a reason for it, and you want to know what I think the reason is?
Well, pray
all
tell.
These woolly woofers and such want to claim that they're born that way. In order to do that, they have to redefine what's natural. Because no biology, they did a 21-year study. All the big bloody left-wing universities in America were involved, and they all set out for 21 years to try and prove that people are born that way. There's a genetic cause, and they couldn't. 21 years, they couldn't prove it. And so now they have to redefine what's natural, what nature is, and what's natural for humans, because otherwise they can't justify any of their shit going forward.
Well, like you know, I've said it for all, and you've grown up on a farm. You don't see gay animals.
No, and all the studies where people try to say there are gay animals, it's like a stress response, and it's a domination thing. There's no actual homosexual relationship.
That's right. It's the whole part about it is the cow riding another cow or whatever. That's to say to the male, hey, over here, pal, you got a job to do.
Yeah, we're filling the need over here.
Yeah, and the as far as the males, that's a supremacy thing. It's the pecking order.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't just walk over into the two. You don't get two male cows, bulls, walk over into the corner and kiss and cuddle and pick flowers, and they've got 300. They've got 300 gestating female bloody cows, just over there. You get the young
Yeah,
bull
that's
that
right.
says to the old bull, "Come on, let's race down there and screw a couple of them." The old bull says,
I
"I'll
see an
teach you
entire
something."
herd over there in need of a thorough
Yeah.
shunting. Let's go.
That's right. We just walk down casually and do the lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. So
no, that's
their
right.
shit don't wash with me. When look, I'll call him a mate. Why not? He was a brother of, one of the mates as well, and the families. When
Okay.
he was, this bloke was born. His sister, I think she got the balls, but she was out on the farm working and the whole lot of it. And when the next one come along, type of thing, the next child come along, the mother wanted to help her, but the girl was out with her dad, out grubbing thistles, milking cows, wrestling bloody whatever, doing whatever, doing the farm work.
Yeah.
So from a child, male, he was taught, this is how you cook this, and mum was sitting there knitting. This is how you do he was basically programmed by his mother,
Yeah.
to be a girl,
Right.
to a certain extent. Then the next brother come along, and he was out with dad, but mum was happy because she had a sibling
She had the
that
house
was,
bitch.
that helped with the housework and all the rest of it. And this bloke, he's not gay, but he is very feminine. And that came from birth, from his mother. So I don't believe, somebody pops out and they go, oh, as soon as they can talk, no, don't call me Danielle.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No. See, Johnny, there's a very uncomfortable fact, and it might not be for every single one of them, but there's a very uncomfortable fact for the very large majority, and they can argue with me all they like, it doesn't matter, about homosexuals and people who call themselves trans and stuff like that. And they all share a very common thing, or they have a common trait,
Stupidity.
let's say, and it's that there's that, but then they are all usually the product of neglect and abuse.
Yep.
And I know some very proud LGBT advocates, who, even in my own family, who carry on all this. But I know their backstory. You say, and oh no, it's natural and this. But full well that they got interfered with, or they had this happen, or their mum was a piece of shit, or their dad was a piece. You know the story, and you can see it in every single one of them. But oh no, they're the ones who are telling the truth. They couldn't possibly be blinded by some bullshit. And the other ones, the small group, are the ones who constantly get called gay and so on and start believing it. But the majority are people who've been abused or neglected.
Well, it's as a child, and it's no different to a pet. As in, you train them.
That's definitely environmental. It's nurture. It's
Yeah.
not nature.
It's right. The whole thing about it and the biological makeup of a male, female, is to reproduce, to keep the species going. And they can't argue that. Why is it that, okay, a lesbian couple or a PUFTA couple, what do they always want to do? Adopt a child so that they can feel that their life is fulfilled. Well, if they wanted to fulfill it, swing back the other way, swing back around, because 2 minus is still equals minus. One plus 1 can equal 3 if you play your cards right. That's the last time last science course
Well,
I
the thing
went to.
is, and I don't give a shit, people can argue with me all they like. The majority of the doctrine you see coming out of the LGBT circles, and especially the trans stuff, is aimed at grooming children. To me, they're no better than pedophiles.
Well, if you look at the Greens, the whole Greens thing, is they want to lower the age of sexual
Yeah,
consent.
isn't that fucking gross?
So that their poofters and all the rest of it can actually get away with being
Oh
pedophiles.
hell no!
And there's, and it stands out like dog's balls. But the trouble is, a lot of people are licking those balls and they're swallowing them.
A lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, and the trouble is, it's being forced down our throats. Like we're going to suck cocks and
Yeah,
swallow.
right. Okay.
And the whole thing is, no, we don't, because we are the ones that actually have control. And this is why all these manipulations of votes and all the rest of the bullshit we're being told to, it should be right. You walk in the door, there's the roll, bang. That's who you are. You pull out your ID, they cross you off. You put you tick on the board. Not 20 people you vote for. It's fucking 1. And if they don't get in, well, that's fine. Not the votes go all the way down the line to the wankers get in, where they were all manipulated, because that's what's going on all over the world.
Hey guys, I'm going to step off here for about a half an hour. I'm going to leave the board up. I got to go.
No, that's a game. Ziggy.
That's all right. He can't
He
do
might.
too much damage.
Well, at least he knows what direction the sun and the moon rise in.
So I'll be back. I'll be back in a little bit, guys.
All right, Robert.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go and have a cigarette. So you'll have to entertain the
Oh,
multitude.
jeez. Well, I've got to go to bed soon. I'm going to go for
So
a big
do-
drivey poo tomorrow.
So do I. I've got two big days in a row. I don't normally like that. I've stuffed up with my planning, because a few extra things have come into it, which shits me.
Well, should I just shut this down then? Maybe I'll do that, and I'll give Zeke a reason to go to bed. So
Probably. Might wait.
let's do that. I'll just end the stream. Everybody's in chat. I appreciate you being here. Zeke, Johnny, good talking to you guys.
Yeah.
As always.
Yes, here.
Nice talking to you guys again.
So everybody have a good day. Take care. And we're out of here in 3, 2, 1.